Test.
Is that enough for you there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Right now I've got it going.
Or is that just a test broadcast? Or
I think if he goes to the Sudan ISD
okay.
page,
Okay.
he can click on it there.
The new one.
The new Facebook.
I don't know. He just said the new one.
What and what is that again?
Yeah. Well, it's still Sudan ISD.
Sudan ISD Facebook page.
Is it that one?
Okay. So we're all right, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joe Kai and Joe Kai Schultz and Timmy Rodriguez, and Peemy's with us as well this year. We're gonna have a 3-man crew to do our Hornet ball games, and we're trying some stuff out. So bear with us here as we're getting started for the ball game. Trying to test and make sure we got everything set to where it's going to work like we're hoping it will.
Yeah.
So we we got about 16 minutes or so before the game starts, and over here at Olton, in Olton this week, playing the Olton Mustangs. They've done a few improvements to the stands. They've gotten metal bleachers and a lot safer to get up and down than they were in the past.
A lot safer to get up and down, but it's a whole lot warmer.
Yeah,
It's just
for
like
sure.
We're sitting on a hot
sure.
plate, seems like it. But
So,
but we're excited. I'm excited to join Joe Kai.
yeah.
This is something that I've always wanted to do, and I'm excited. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity.
It's not me giving you. I was tickled that there's some somebody wants to do it as well. Caleb had helped me out in the past, and Tori Talbert's helped me some, but anyway, it's a fun thing to do, and hopefully we don't have to worry about painting the picture as much as we used to now that we have video.
Yeah.
We got our man DJ up there on the camera, and so we don't have to worry about painting that picture as much as just maybe adding to what's going on. They can see it. We do still do it just the audio, through the SHS broadcast. So still, you that are seeing the game may wonder, why in the heck are they giving us every little detail? But we are still doing just the audio side for some people that aren't able to watch, but they are able to listen. So again, it's we're here at Olton. The stadium runs north and south, and we are on the east side, so we're looking right into the sun. We're catching all the heat.
Oh yeah,
so
for sure.
it is plenty warm, but that's typical first game of the season, and we're excited to be back in football season.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was curious to see how excited I was, because I've had boys playing since forever.
Yeah.
And this is my first year that I don't have a boy playing, and I got just excited.
Oh yeah.
I'm just as excited as I was when they were playing. I just love high school football. I think it brings the community together.
For sure.
And you have the band and the cheerleaders. I think it's just a great, especially these small towns like Sudan and Olton and
right.
small. It brings the community together, and it's just an awesome Friday. It's awesome on Friday nights.
Right. And Olton, at one time we were in the same district, but they're in the. You're in the two different divisions in 2A now. They're in the bigger school, and we're in the small school division of the football districts. So, but we continue to always play them, and they're always one of our pre-district games,
yeah.
and so that that. I don't know if the rival's as strong as it used to be when we were in the district, but it's always, you dang sure want to beat Olton when we play Olton.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. And like I said,
bragging rights for in the county.
And it's one that it's almost every year. I mean,
right.
It's almost and it's always an early pre-district game.
Right.
And it's a good test for us to get the
right.
season started.
Right.
Yeah. They've got, as far as I'm concerned, the first thing that stuck out to me, Joe Kyle, on their roster is that they had 13 seniors on that
right.
roster. So they're an old team.
Right.
They've got a lot of experience.
Right.
And from what I understand, their quarterback is Logan Lassiter. I believe coach is Ross Lassiter, so I'm assuming that Logan would be.
Yeah, this is, if I remember right, this is his, well, when we were here year before last, he played. If I remember right, he played quarterback that game because Jack Alcorn, he was a senior that year.
That's right.
And he had broke his hand or his thumb right before the Sudan Olton game, and he still played, but he played running back, and Lassiter started. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how many games, but anyway, he ended up, they switched back, and Lassiter was a running back, and then Jack ended up being quarterback once his hand healed. But so I believe this is his second year as starting quarterback.
Yeah.
So.
And you talk about an athlete in Alcorn last year, and all the years that Alcorn played in basketball, football, he was just an athlete. So Lassiter definitely got some shoes to fill this year.
Well, I hope he's not listening because I don't want his head to get too big, you know.
Oh, I think they're fixing to do the
Sudan
school song.
Sudan school songs and school song, and then we'll have the probably the Olton school song. Then we'll have the national anthem. But
of course, on our end, I don't know. We talked during the school song, but we're a fairly young team. We have a lot of returning starters that were sophomores last year. So,
right.
So they're juniors this year, and we've only got 2 seniors.
Right.
Or 3 seniors. I
3
believe.
seniors, yeah.
Yeah. So we're definitely gonna see how much improvement these guys have had after a year under their belt as sophomores. A lot of these younger kids.
Right. Sudan school song. I guess they're going to do, Olton will do theirs here in just a minute. But while we're letting them do that, I'm going to have Peemy speak in just for a minute here and see. We'll make sure we see if he's being heard through the broadcast. We got it set where he will be part of the time, but we want to make sure.
Test. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me, DJ? Oh, he ain't got his headset on.
DJ,
He don't have his headset on.
can you put your head out and see if Peemy's coming through?
Hello there. Hey.
Okay, hang on just a second. How about now? Is he coming through now? Okay. All right. So we got it set up like we wanted to. Wanted it.
So he was coming through when he was supposed to? Okay.
Yeah.
Whenever I'll come,
You can't hear you? We can hear you.
Oh,
does the I don't know. I have no idea. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't have to hear myself. I'm hearing myself talk.
okay. Yeah, so we can just hear him on one side,
Yeah.
but
The Olton school song they just got done with Olton. So I believe we'll probably wait for the players, and then after the players come out, they'll do the national anthem.
They'll ought to be coming soon. Again, the field runs north and south. We're sitting on the east side of the stadium. It is a natural turf, grass field. It's not the field turf. So it is the natural. Good old green West Texas Bermuda grass,
Yep.
and it's really nice. I mean, they've got it in real good condition. So, but again, the Hornets will come out through their tunnel, which is is a solid black helmet, and it's got the logo on the side like the Hornets have on their helmet, and then the Mustangs tunnel has a Mustang on the top of it with a big O on the side. For those that are getting to see the video, they can see that. Those that but we're just trying to again kind of give you perspective of what it looks like tonight for this first ball game of 2022. So we're excited to get this started.
The officials are out on the field. I think we're just waiting for both the schools to come out as far as the football players are concerned. A lot of good crowd here on the Sudan side. Good little group of folks coming out, and we'll still see some people trickling in. So we're hoping for a good turnout on our first season opener. Obviously we did season opener as an away game, so we're excited for football to be starting, but of course we're anticipating when we can get to back home where we can have our home opener there in Sudan here in the near future. It's like I said, it's warm. The sun is facing directly at us. So I checked the temperature. It's 86 degrees, but it feels like 96 here in the stands. But hopefully there's a good little breeze coming through, so I have a feeling once that sun comes down, it's going to turn into a really nice evening. It's Coach Korn making his way out. Here comes the Olton squad coming out to congregate right behind their tunnel. They're wearing their home blues with white pants with a stripe coming down. Almost looks like Penn State, but of course they have the O on their white helmets. That's what they kind of look like when they came out. It looked like Penn State coming out, and I'm still waiting for the Sudan Hornets to emerge. Cheerleaders are inside the helmet.
Yeah, yeah, and I assume they've got the smoke and stuff like they've done in the past. Or will they wait till district to start that?
I think the smoke will be on its way. They don't have any smoke for this time. We had the fog. I think the fog juice ran out.
Oh yeah.
In the last playoff game, we really smoked it up. So
yeah, here come the Hornets. Their dressing room is over at the high school, the locker room over there, and so they got to walk across their practice field to get to the stadium. So they've got a little hike before they get to the field, but they're coming out, and again they'll be in their traveling uniforms, the black pants, white tops with the solid black helmets.
Well, first impression of our squad, there's a couple of big boys leading the way on that line. We got a little bit of size coming out. That's good.
Yeah. And then
it looks like our captains are coming out.
Right.
Josh Cervera, number 11. Number 77, Drew Carr. Number 55, Jaden Conley. And then, of course, number 1, Trent Wilson, who's been the QB1 the past couple of years for us. He played a little bit at quarterback his freshman year. He played at quarterback all last year. And so this year he'll be coming in as a junior. And so we're looking forward to see what kind of progress he's had.
Right.
He's gained some. He's got a little bit bigger, gained a little bit of girth on him, and he looks like he's ready to go.
There's several of those guys that have been real faithful to being in the weight room this summer.
Yes.
And number 77, Drew Carr, is one of them.
And
I can remember just, last year I'd reach up and year before last, grab a hold of his arm. I could almost get my hand around. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So it's really now, I grab a hold, and now it's just, I tap him on the back and say, "How are you doing?" And I reach up to do it. Good grief, he got his daddy's and granddaddy's height, that's for sure. So
he's one of our 3 seniors.
Right.
And Josh is the same way. He was one that he hardly ever missed going to the workout room in the evenings, and then plus he worked at the co-op with me, so he was hauling around boxes of chemical and 50-pound bags of cottonseed all summer. So so he's bulked up quite a bit too.
Right.
We wait to see what.
And even. You're talking about being excited for the ball game. If woke up this morning, it was just a different feel. It was like it's football season.
Oh yeah.
Last Friday, they had the scrimmage on Thursday, but then had school on Friday, and it just was it's like, we're back in school. But but this week it was like it's school time. It's football season. West Texas football, Friday Night Lights and football time in Texas.
There's some other.
It's finally got here.
There's some other big games. I know that Littlefield and Millshire are having their war on 84, and then I think New Deal and Farwell are playing the game. So there's some good ball games.
Well, there at work today, I was visiting with one of my coworkers, Junior Martinez, and he played when he was in school there at Millshire back in the late 90s, I believe, early 2000s, like somewhere along in there, and he said this is the first time since like 1923 or 24, somewhere in the 1920s, that the Littlefield Muleshoe game was the first game of the season.
Yeah,
you
because
know?
they've been in the same district for
Right,
years.
right, and it was always it was the last game, and usually it decided who was first and who was second in the district. And so now that they're not in the same district, they're continued playing, and this year they're starting the season playing each other. So hopefully we can get some updates, on that, and some of the other games in the area. Some of the teams that will be playing here in in the next few weeks, and so we're hopefully we'll be able to bring some of those to you. That's one of the reasons that we've got 3 of us. We're going to rely on Peamy to do a lot of that and keep us some stats, and so maybe we can do a little more, have a little more information for you about what's going on in the game and that on through the stats.
Well, the Olton Mustangs have already come through the tunnel.
Right.
Hornets are in line waiting for the national anthem.
Yeah, I guess they're going to stand. I guess Olton's going to stand on their sidelines for the national anthem. So, everybody does it a little bit different in in how they, and that's that. Yeah, and the stands are starting. I mean, we're getting more and more as we're getting close to kickoff. And
are we live? Because Sam is asking to let him know when we go live.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Let me tell him we should be live now.
It should be going through on the Medrex, through.
We'll see what he says.
I gotta apologize. I never got back to you with the haircut.
We're good. We're good.
Oh man, I got caught up.
We'll get her done. We'll get her done.
Charlie Nowak, Open Senior, is going to lead us in prayer. Remain standing.
All right, we'll have prayer, and then we'll have the national anthem.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight. We pray for safety and your protection over all the athletes competing in tonight's game. Help us to remember those who have sacrificed for our freedom to enjoy this competition between our 2 schools. We also pray for safe travels home after the game. In your name we pray. Amen.
So was he saying that he wasn't going through?
But he said, he said no, he hadn't gotten a notice from. Haven't gotten notice from school on video. Oh no, my dad said he's watching, so.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're just making sure we're being heard and seen both.
Right. Right.
And there we go. You can see the players rocking back and forth, and here they come.
They bust out of the.
And
the tunnel.
the 2022 season has begun as the Hornets make their way to the sideline, and we're pretty excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, as they come out looking at their helmets this year, well, they did it last year as well. They have the number on one side of the helmet, And then on the, I guess on their left side of their helmet, they've got a number, and then on the right side, they've got the logo.
The S logo
Yeah,
with the
Hornet
inside the S logo. So.
Right. So.
Olton makes their way out on the field. It looks like they will be receiving
Right.
and kickoff.
And we will be going from the south to the north, and to start this, or from the left to the right, and to start the ball game. And
One thing we talked about earlier, Jokai, is since Olton's going to be taking the field first, we did read up. They have a senior wide receiver, and
is it Solis?
yeah, his name is Jake Solis. And last year he said he had 1,061 receiving yards. So Solis is probably going to be the main target for last year.
Right. Yeah, number five, Jake Solis. And if I remember right, he was a handful last year. You know, when we played him. So.
All right. So
and he is one of the back, one of the guys deep.
Jake Solis, and then number 9, Joseph Olivas, back deep for the Olton Mustangs. Sudan getting ready to kick off. That's going to be number 74, Jesus Salas. And there's the kick, a little squib, and it's going to be picked up by number 8. He's going to come around the left side. Good tackle there by is that Salvador Juarez? Yeah, number 22, Salvador Juarez. Number 8, Nathan Urbina was the ball carrier.
Right. We did a good job of, even with it being a short kick, we only allowed about a 5-yard gain. And so we did a good job of getting in our lanes and getting downfield and not getting held up by those blocks. They were able to get downfield, and even though, it wasn't a deep kick, they, limited to starting at the 30-yard line.
They had a good open field tackle.
Right.
Lassiter in the backfield. He's got a Chancey, I believe, is to his left in the running back position. He'll take the handoff, and he's met immediately by a swarm of Hornets, and I think that might have been number 55, Jaden Conley, with first contact.
Yeah, and then Joel Williams, number 21 for the Hornets. Nice job. There's 3 or 4 of them, but those are the 2 numbers that I saw there first.
Right off the handoff, he got hit.
So we lost. They lost a yard on the play, so they bring up 2nd and 11.
So Lassiter in the shotgun, Chancey to his right now. And there's a handoff. He's going to cut up the middle, finds a hole, breaks into the secondary, and that's going to be Salvador Juarez was there to meet him along with Marcelo King, but that's going to be a first down for the Olton Mustangs.
Yeah, they get up to the 45-yard line, and basically it looked like what they did is they just ran that. There's a mirror play to the first down play, and they were able to seal off, and then he cut back to the to the home side of the field.
So 1st and 10, Chancey to the left of Lassiter. There's a handoff to Chancey again. He'll get, it looks like a gain of about 5 right up the middle. Christian Chancey, where's number 44? He's a junior for the Olton Mustangs.
And they run these 2 plays quite a bit, where the running back will take the handoff and be going, say, to the home side of the field, and then he'll cut back, across the grain. They'll trap block or seal off there. And
there's a snap, rolls to the right. There's a throw, and nobody there. He had number 1, Valencia, open in the flat, but he kind of threw a little bit short. I'm not sure who was in coverage there.
Well, when you got Drew Carr chasing you're going to throw it short.
Yeah, there was immediate pressure. Yeah, that's right off the snap. Number 25, Baldo Garcia, now in at running back. He'll be standing to the left side of Lassiter. Jake Solis is on the far left side. We'll keep an eye on him. Snap, rolls back to throw, has plenty of time rolling to the right. He's going to keep it. He'll run around down the sideline. It's about the 40-yard line, 30-yard line for a tackle. And it looks like number 12, Matthew Lopez was there.
Got enough for the first down to the 40 so we're into Hornet territory now. Hornets, need to we need to tighten that up a little bit, and we flushed him out of the pocket, did a good job of doing that, but we allowed him to get around the corner, and then he was able to get the yardage he needed for the first down.
There's a snap. Baldo Garcia takes a handoff right up the middle into the backfield, and there's a big hit. He'll gain a first down, but that's going to be Salvador Juarez with the stop.
Number 45, Baldo Garcia.
And Salvador was the last man there.
Yes, he was.
Nice.
And he was hit in the line or by one of the linebackers. We just weren't able to wrap up and make a good solid tackle on him.
So now we have a third running back. This is going to be Jason Granillo, number 11. He'll be to the left of Lassiter. So we've seen Baldo Garcia and Chansey, and there's the handoff to Granillo. He'll go down the left side, breaks the tackle. He's getting chased by King, and King's going to get tackle along with Cervera with the help there. I'm not sure if they got the first down.
They got about 6 yards on the play, so it'll bring up 2nd and 4. Again, we did a good job of containing them, not letting them get big yards like they have on those running plays earlier in the series.
All right, so now Lassiter talking to the coach. They're lined up. We've got Granillo to his right, Jake Lopez on the far left as far as your wideouts. They're going to roll to the right. There's a throw, and it's caught. That's going to be number 9, Joel Olivas. He breaks the tackle, still on his feet, and he'll finally be brought down after that completion.
The ball did come loose, but I think it was out of bounds. Going to be enough for the first down.
Too far on the other side, there was several Hornets. I'm not really sure. I saw Caleb Robinson get up and come out of there, and some other guys. They're on the far side of the field.
So it's inside the 15-yard line. I can't see exactly for sure where it is. We're in the is it the 20? 12.
12-yard line. 1st and 10. They still can't make a first down here. Lassiter back to throw. Comes in, and there's pressure there, and that's going to be a quarterback sack by number 64, Julian Salas. And I'm not sure. Was there a flag on the play?
Yeah, there is a flag on the play.
I'm not sure who had first contact there in the backfield, but Julian Salas was the one that got to the quarterback after he broke that first tackle.
It was holding against the Mustangs. So that we'll back them up and make it 1st and 20.
So on the D-line, we have number 64, Julian Sanchez, number 75, John Conley, and then number 21, Joel Williams. And we've seen quite a bit of pressure from our D-line coming through. So hopefully that'll continue throughout the game. And these guys, as they get more comfortable, they get more aggressive. Lassiter in the shotgun. Chansey now in the ball game to his left. 3 receivers to the left. There's the snap. Quick throw. There's Jake Lopez off the screen pass, and he's going to get tackled immediately by Josh Cervera.
And Joshy always does a good job of that, fighting off, like they were setting a little screen there for him. And he did a good job of holding his spot and then fighting off and making the tackle for, just a 5-yard gain. So bring up 2nd and 15.
2nd and 15. Oh, Lassiter waiting for the play from the sidelines. Chansey sets up to his right. Now we have 3 receivers on the right side for Olton. 1 receiver on the left. He's going to roll to the right, looking for somebody. There's the throw, and it's going to be short, incomplete. Pass was intended to number, I can't see the number that far, number 9. That would have been Joel Olivas. Good coverage by the Hornets on that left side.
Yeah, we got some pressure on him. The first guy through, took on the block, and then it opened it up, where the block of the running back, and then the other lineman came in behind him.
So here we got 2 receivers on each side with Chansey to the right. He's going to switch him over to the left side. Lassiter setting up the play. Drops back to pass. He's looking for Drew Carr, fighting through some blocks. There's a long throw, and it's batted down. Caleb Robinson with a great defensive play.
Yeah.
Pass was intended to, I believe it was intended for number 19, Brennan Hughley. Great job by Robinson back there.
Right. And that bad pass was caused by the pressure of our defensive line, mainly Drew Carr.
Drew Carr fought through 2 different blocks and was just about to get to Lassiter.
Right.
So trips to the right again. Lassiter has Chansey to his left. Solis all by himself on the left side. Drops back. There's the throw, and it's intercepted by Caleb Robinson. And he's going to get tackled up just right outside the end zone. Great
job. Great job.
He read that all the way as soon as the ball left his hands.
And again, that it was Caleb got the interception, but that was a defensive. That was a total defensive turnover there. The pressure that was being put on by our front line, and then all the receivers were covered up. He just had to throw it up there, hoping that his receiver could out jump ours, and you're not going to out jump Caleb.
You're looking at what, 6'4", I believe.
Right.
So now we have a quick snap, and that's going to be a screen pass from Trent Wilson, intended for number 9, Alan Flores, just dropped. And the Hornets, they don't run a huddle. They kind of just line up and look at the sideline.
Right.
Pretty quick offense. Instead of that, out of the running back, Trent Wilson, the quarterback, and that pass was intended for Alan Flores. And now Alan Flores will line up in the slot. And we have Cervera to the right of Wilson. Wilson in the shotgun. Low snap, recovers, hands it off to Cervera. Cervera breaks through. Gain of about maybe 5 or 6 there.
Yeah, 6 yards. We're doing something new this year in the way we, like you mentioned that they look over to the sidelines. Each of the players has an armband, and it's got numbers. They've got a card that has numbers on it. And if you look, we've got a coach that has a sign, electronic sign, and he puts in the combination of numbers.
Wilson's going to keep it, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, spin move, and he gains the first down. Nice run by Wilson. That was just him wanting to get that first down.
Right, and he did a good job of when there was contact made. Did you notice that he really took and really covered up the ball and protected it so it wouldn't be stripped as he was running in the open field tackle. So
play call is in. Wilson in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. Fake handoff to King, and he's going to get hit in the backfield. And that's going to be a sack by the Olton Mustangs. That's number 21, Eddie Medrano. They got in there and got Wilson. That was kind of a read play.
Right.
And I'm not sure even if he would have read it and gave it to the running back. That guy was already back there.
Well, they were running it looked like they may have had some type of stunt or blitz package on the defense, and we weren't able to pick it up, and they just got the best of us on that. So bring up 2nd and 15. Go ahead.
Marcelo King still at running back. He's going to give it. No, Wilson's going to keep it up the middle again. Breaks the tackle. May gain a couple of yards. Maybe brought it back to the original line of scrimmage.
It'll be about 3rd and 11 for the Hornets. Nice job, nice run by Trent on the play, and it's nice to have him to be able to do that. But we don't want to allow him to do that all night.
The less contact for him, the better. Last year he did miss a game or 2 with a broken arm, but I think he just missed one or 2 games, and he was able to come back. Marcelo King still in the backfield with Wilson. Caleb Robinson to the right. There's a fake, and there's a slant, and intended for Williams. A little slant pattern. I don't know if Williams was playing in the slot or if he was playing tight end, but just through his hands.
And if you remember that last year, as the year went on, that play became bigger and bigger and bigger for us.
Yes.
And as the season goes on, I think you'll see that, because it's a timing play. He's throwing it to a spot, and that receiver's got to get there. And he was bumped a little, and that'll come.
So on the 4th and 11, and there's a real high pump by Wilson. There's going to be no return there. They're going to let it bounce, and it takes an Olton bounce all the way back. And no, he's going to pick it up. That's Olivas. He's going to come around the left side, getting chased down, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, cuts inside, and he's still on his feet.
We've got a block in
He's coming down, and it's finally going to get run down by Trent Wilson inside the 20. And I think, there's some laundry on the field. And I think we're going
to have some more laundry down here after the game.
Side. I don't know if it was contact late or something, but we'll see what happens here. There may have been some activity after the whistle was blown.
So we had a block in the back up here that sprung for the big return. But then there's 3 penalties on the play. There was an illegal block over on the home side of the field, and then one over here on our side of the field, and then the extracurricular activity down deep in our territory.
So we'll see how it gets sorted out. Now we have a referee over there on the opposite side talking to the Olton coach. No one yet to come talk to one of our coaches. I'm not really sure as they pick up the laundry. And the ball placement is still where he was tackled at.
Right. I imagine, we'll.
We have a personal foul on each team.
Personal foul on each team. Also, it looks like they might be they might be having to redo the play. As number 9, Oliva, sets himself back up.
Right.
And the Sudan's they're going to get another opportunity to punt the ball, and maybe this time, everybody was anticipating just a touchdown, and he scooped it up and had open field. So once again, 4th and 11, we're going to try and get another punt off. Wilson with the punt, partially blocked, and now number 3, Rodriguez picks it up, and he's going to get tackled. There's some more laundry on the field.
Right.
Would that be contact with the punter, maybe?
I didn't see what I followed the kick. Once it was kicked, I didn't watch back to see if he was hit. So
well, I knew that the ball was hit, and the guy that what was it, Pete? It doesn't apply if it was a block beforehand. Okay. So now another conversation at midfield. And already this game is the way the game is setting up. Yeah, the way it's setting up, it looks like it's going to be an intense night. I'm excited for it. Both
we've got about 4. I had this first time I looked up. We got 4 minutes 20 seconds left, 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Again, score 0-0. I did get to update. Littlefield Muleshoe ball game is. Littlefield's ahead 7-0 right now in the first quarter. No, you're drunk?
He called. So,
yeah, I think that's what Olton's arguing over there.
So they did call roughing the punter, but like I said, if there was a block beforehand, that should be picked up, and we'll see.
So we're going to kick it again. Yeah. Right.
So now it'll be 4th and 6 maybe.
Yeah, it wasn't.
4th and 11.
Yeah, it was just running into the kicker. It wasn't the flagrant variety, so it would just be a 5-yard penalty. Again, we will kick it again. It looks like. Well, maybe not.
No,
we're going to go for it now.
So we have Cervera to the left of Wilson, and now there's going to be a timeout maybe? Yeah, Olton.
Timeout, yeah. Yeah, they weren't expecting it.
They were not set up for a play. They were in their punt return formation.
Right. And, that's not a bad, I don't think that's a bad call. You're, close to midfield, and, the last 2 punts, they haven't been, it's not, you can tell it's the first of the season, so why not? If the worst thing, is, they get the ball at the 40. Yeah. The last 2 times they were inside the 30, so I think it's a good play. It's a good opportunity.
And we've got defensive momentum, especially after that interception. So I think the coach is going to put his faith in the defense, and I don't blame him. We look pretty solid so far. All right, so the Hornets are back out on the field. Wilson set up in the shotgun. Cervera to his left. And we have Salvador Juarez split left and Caleb Robinson split right. And it looks like Alan Flores in the slot. And, of course, Tice is here, tied in.
Yeah.
Tice Dan Zeisen. As we get ready for a 4th and 6 play, there's a low snap. Rolling to the left. There's the pass. Caught by Alan Flores just short of the first down. May have gained about a couple on that play.
Well, they're going to say that it was incomplete. I guess when they spun him, he dropped it. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 40, at our 40, for the Mustangs. Again, that defense, we had some momentum there. We need to really tighten it up and hold the Mustangs right here.
4:19 left in the first quarter to score 0-0. And kind of been a defensive battle for both of the squads as Lassiter in the shotgun, Chansey to his right, trips to the right. He's looking to his left, looking for Lopez. Lopez with the catch, and Cervera fell. Lopez coming down the sideline, and Salvador Juarez is going to push him out of bounds right inside the 5. And that was just
Josh just slipped.
a slip right there. It was one-on-one coverage, and then whenever he made the move to cut out to the outside, Josh just slipped in the grass.
He tried to come with him, and his feet just, I mean, it's like the rug was pulled out from underneath him.
So it'll be 1st and goal. Ball on the 3-yard line. So now we'll see what our goal line defense looks at here, trying to prevent a score here in the first quarter. Olton comes out of the huddle quick. He got an I formation. There's the pass to ball. Chancey. Chancey comes in, tackled by number 50. That's going to be
Jeremiah Castillo.
Did he get in? I don't know if he got in. He got him. He seemed like he tackled him. Yeah, in the backfield. Contact was made in the backfield. Jeremiah.
I thought I saw movement, but I didn't see a flag.
Oh, and they are going to call a touchdown.
They are going to call it a touchdown.
Oh, they call
There was movement. We were offsides.
Yeah, offsides. So the Mustangs on the board 6-0 as they set up for the extra point attempt. Lassiter, who the quarterback is also the kicker, and he's been limping since that first series.
Right.
And there's a snap. Field goal is up, and it is good. So the score is 7-0. Olton Mustangs with the lead over your Sudan Hornets.
You know, going back to when we had that play and we had the personal foul down here on, and there was one on both sides, but the senior leadership that we have, we only got 2 or 3 of them, but they came down and got with the player that was causing the, that was for us that was causing the trouble, and said, hey, we're not doing that.
No.
And said, you're hurting the team.
Yeah.
Get yourself in check. So you got to appreciate that leadership.
Yeah, especially coming off, but like you said, we had a block in the back here.
Right.
And they just kind of offset all that. But even then, we still had 2 opportunities off of we had to repunt the ball twice. But I think, like I said, that's just a great cover. Josh, there's no doubt in my mind that Josh can keep up with that Solis kid.
Yeah.
He just, like I said, they've got the rug pulled out from under him from the turf. So Josh, speaking of Josh Cervera, he'll be deep for the Hornets along with Marcelo King, and it looks like Salvador Juarez.
Right.
On the kickoff return. And we'll see if the Hornets can respond. We just had a couple of drop passes so far.
Right.
We've had the looks.
Right. So we got Matthew Lopez, and then is that Julian on the front line, Jeremiah, and then I can't see who's over on the other side on the front line.
That's number 3, Enrique Gonzalez, and I can't tell who's on the far end. As the Olton Mustangs gets ready to kick off, Lassiter. And there's the kick, deep hit to the left side, and they're going to let Cervera have it. He's going to take it about the 5-yard line, going down to the left side. He hadn't been touched yet. He breaks the tackle, still on his feet, and he'll finally get pushed out of bounds somewhere around the 35, maybe 37-yard line.
Hornets did a good job of sealing and making that wall and giving him an opportunity to get a nice return.
Yeah, he
got that at probably about the 10 or 15, and brought it all the way up to the 35, roughly 35. Yeah, right on the 35. So, got a 20-yard return on it. So, good job by the Hornets on the kickoff.
So Hornets out of the huddle. Marcelo King, the running back, Trent Wilson in the shotgun. And he'll hand it off to Marcelo King. He'll break a tackle. He'll get maybe gain 1 or 2 yards on that down the right side inside the tackle.
And it wasn't but didn't get a big gain. But if you noticed when he did get to the pile moved to the north.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. It's a good thing. Marcelo ran hard into through those tackles.
There's a snap, and there's a flag. Free play. He throws it. He's got Dan Zeisen with the catch. He's going to catch it right at around the first down marker. And I'm assuming it could have been a late hit after the throw.
Yeah.
that should be all in our favor,
Right.
including the first flag. Good eye by Wilson to catch Dan Zeisen
Right.
flat because he had a lot of pressure on him.
Later in the season, Tice came on and started making, Trent found him later on in the season. And I was hoping that, maybe that would start, tonight and not wait till later in the season to start again. So it's good for him to, to find Tice. And
yeah, look at the coaches. They're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on.
Take it from the penalty.
What are they calling? There we go.
It is first. It will be a.
Yeah. Coaches ran out onto the field. So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball right on around the 49-yard line to beat Olton's 49,
Right.
48.
Got into Mustang territory. So first time we've been into Mustang territory tonight.
Marcelo King still in the backfield. Wilson in the shotgun. Dan Zeisen tied in. He'll take the snap. He's going to be a keeper to the left. He cuts inside. He'll get tackled. Probably got right back to the line of scrimmage.
So bring up 2nd and 10 for the Hornets with about 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Moving the ball a little bit. Had help with the roughing the passer, but we did have a good play in that we. The pass play to Tice. So,
So King will stay in. Caleb Robinson on the right, Salvador Juarez on the far left, and Williams in the slot. And a snap. It's going to be a keeper up the middle, and Wilson will gain about another 2 yards, or gain of 2 yards.
It's going to bring up third and probably about
Maybe
3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
6 or 7.
Cervera back into the ball game at running back. As they look towards the sideline. Big play here, another big 3rd down play. We'll see if we can make something happen. I'm pretty sure we'll go for it on 4th down, especially in Olson territory. Fake handoff, long throw. Caleb Robinson wide open. It just overthrown. He was there, and I think Wilson knows that. But the fact that play developed the way it did.
Right. And Caleb, on his route, his defender bumped him pretty hard, legally, at the line of scrimmage, and it set off it messed up their timing. And Caleb's going to have to get strong, strong and fight through that.
So here we go, 4th and 7. And there's going to be whistle blows. I'm not really sure if there was a timeout call or there's no flag on the play. Oh, okay. They said that Trent's got blood coming down his arm, so they're going to have to stop. Will we get charged for a timeout on that?
I think we took a timeout so that he didn't have to come out. If they if they call a timeout and they fix it during the timeout, then he can stay on the field.
Okay.
So yeah, basically we're charged a timeout.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's our first tonight, right?
That's our first. Yeah, we hadn't had a timeout.
And Olton's first. So again, we got a little under 2 minutes left in the first quarter of our opening ball game of 2022. We'll go over some of our sponsors here. We got Sudan ISD, First United Bank of Sudan, Capital Farm Credit, 5-area telephone, Ride Solutions Inc., Sawyer Construction, King Ag Aviation, Bailey County Electric Co-op, Harper Farms, and Tow Pros. We'll go through the rest of the list here after our next break in the action. So again, Hornets back out to the line of scrimmage. Again, looking over, they got the play during the timeout.
4th and 7. Right off the timeout, fake to Cervera, pass to the left side. Williams is wide open, and oh man, kissed his hands.
Instantly right now in the moment that hurts, but it's positive, and we see how wide open that is.
Yeah,
that's going to be something that we can use throughout the season.
That's the exact same thing with the Caleb play. It was overthrown, but Caleb was wide open, so all we got to do is get that timing down.
Right.
And then that's going to come. I mean, you're going to first quarter of the season, so so now 1st and 10. Ball on 45 for Olton. Lassiter takes the snap, hands it off to Chancey. Chancey cuts in. First contact made by Conley, and then finally brought down by Cervera and Juarez. Or, no, I'm sorry, not Juarez. Number 12 is Matthew Lopez.
Yeah, Matthew. Enrique's number 3.
Yeah, Matthew Lopez.
You can see that real well on how they run that play starting out, here to the left side towards us, and then he cut it back to the home side of the field.
That pass is complete. He's going to break a tackle still on his feet, and he'll get pushed out of bounds. That's going to be number 9, Joseph Olivas, with that little screen pass completion. It'll be first down, Mustangs. And now we're getting to the point where the sun is directly in our eyes.
Right.
So Chancey's still to the right of Lassiter. We got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. There's a snap, there's a screen pass. It's going to be Valencia.
Get on the ball. It was forward. I guess it was forward.
Valencia thought about running before he caught the ball on that one.
And they've been using Solis a lot as a decoy so far tonight. We've had that one big pass play that went to him. I think it's the only reception he's had so far tonight.
That's it. Yeah, I think he's had 2 targets and 1 catch. And there's Chancey swarmed by the Hornets. That's going to be number 55. Jaden Conley was there, and then a whole host of them that joined him after that. Great defense. Great defensive stop there.
That's one thing about Jaden. If he gets his hands on you, you're not getting away. You may drag him 10 yards, but you're not going to get away from him.
Yeah.
He grabs a hold of. He's got those big old paws, and he's not going to let go. And then he had some guys come in and help him there. So again, bring up third down and 11 for the Mustangs. They also get their play from the sideline. That'll be the last play of the quarter, of the first quarter. So they'll go to their sidelines and regroup, and we'll switch into the field. Let me go back to our sponsors. Again, we appreciate them supporting us. We've got K&K Pharmacy, Texas Producers Co-op, Prescription Shop of Littlefield, Lance Insurance, Sudan Medical Clinic, Swift Lube and Oil Change, Rise Spot, Twice the Ice, Hornet Chill, Jetfire Barbecue, Montez Steel Building, United Country Real Estate, and M. Edwards Realty and Land, and then Chad King Farms. Again, we thank you for your support in allowing us to bring these broadcasts and making it possible for us to bring the broadcasts for each of these games, for football, basketball, and then for softball, and I guess,
and then
in baseball. We hadn't talked about that yet. That's something that I usually get Mr. Harold at halftime of the first ball game and visit with him, or we'll probably do it the first home ball games when we do it. So we'll get him and we'll talk about all the different things that went on through the summer and how the year started, and we call it the State of the District Address.
There you go.
Each year, get the superintendent.
Well, he's definitely going to have a lot to talk about.
He is. Yeah, there's been a lot of positive things that have gone on. I don't want to steal any of his thunder, but have you been in the multi-purpose room since they put the new system in there?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either, but. Talking to the teachers and some of the kids, it is an unbelievable deal.
Wow.
Interactive, and they've got cameras and videos up on the wall and games they can use with it. It's going to be anyway. Tune in. Be sure and tune in next week so you can hear about it from Mr. Harold.
That's definitely anything that's going to benefit the students. Yes, is a great deal.
Right. So again,
a good deal.
Back to action. 3rd down and 11 for the Mustangs.
Lassiter in the shotgun. Baldo Garcia in the backfield. There's a little screen pass to the tight end. Looks like it breaks a tackle, still on his feet, battling through. And it looks like Caleb Robinson was there for the tackle. And that was number 19, Brendan Hughley. And he's got that's 6'4", 205 pounds.
He's a solid fella.
Yeah.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 4th down in about 5 or 6. We're going to say 4th and 5.
So big defensive play here for the Hornets. Lassiter, Baldo Garcia to his left, trips to the right. Another glance to the sideline. Look like they may be altering the play here. Sudan intently waiting on the snap.
Solis is spread out to the far left side there.
And they're looking his way. There's the pass caught by Solis, and he's going to go down the sideline. And Watt is trying to save the tackle again. He's not able to. He's able to get into the end zone. And that was the exact mirror image of the play here that he broke.
Touchdown.
And I thought Solis was going to, or that Juarez was going to make the tackle over there on the sideline, and it would have been short of the first down. It's just Solis was able to break the tackle.
So that's definitely something that Josh is going to have to be aware of, because that's already twice. Well, of course, the first time that was just, the ground got him. But that time he had a chance for the tackle, and there's the extra point. Is up and good. So
and, with a receiver like that, you've got to respect him. You can't try to jump the pass, for the interception. You just got to play good defense on him. And, if he catches it, then, make sure you stop him for a short gain. And Josh did what he could.
Yes.
He just wasn't able to wrap up, and Solis was able to get away from him and walk down the sidelines to get in for the touchdown.
When you mentioned this earlier, they've been using him as a decal the whole first quarter. And so now they finally, get a ball to him, and he's able to break away. And then they have 3 receivers to the right, so it's basically a one-on-one. So we'll see how we adjust on that, and maybe have somebody float over and kind of help on that side.
You may have to make it where we double team him, and one of our linebackers is going to cover one of the short receivers. But that's one thing about our coaching staff. They've always been real good about making adjustments through the game to prevent those big plays from happening again. So they'll definitely there'll be adjustments made. Again, the Hornets getting ready for the return. We got
Cervera and Juarez, and I think this is Nathan King to our closest to us.
Right.
Marcelo King, I'm sorry. Marcelo King. And there's a deep kick, and Cervera's going to take it. That's going to be inside the 10. He'll run it out, coming down the left side. He's got the speed to break. He breaks the tackle, still on his feet, brought down by Chansey. And now the ball comes loose, and I'm not.
They're going to say it was down.
Yeah, referee saying it was down. What? They're giving it to the Mustangs. They are going to call it a fumble.
There's a fumble on the play. Recalled by the Mustangs.
When I saw him pointing to the ground, I felt that he thought that maybe the runner was down. Discussion is still continuing on the field. Coach Korn out there looking for an explanation. As of right now, it's Olton Mustang ball. We'll see.
Right. And this is first game of the season for the officials as well.
And yeah, that's going to be. They will award the ball to the Mustangs, so our Hornets are going to have to go back there on defense and make a stop here. They're already in Hornet territory.
Right at the 30. Or no, at the 30.
Yeah, it'd be around the 33.
Yeah.
So here we go, 1st and 10. Hornets still on defense. Off the turnover from the kickoff return. Chansey in that running back. We got 3 to the left and 1 to the right. Low snap. It's caught by Hughley. Hughley, stiff arm, down the left side, still on his feet, cuts back in, still on his feet. Drew Carr with the contact there, finally able to bring him down.
He's going to get inside the 20-yard line.
As Drew made first contact, and then he had some help bringing that 6'4", 205 receiver down for Olton.
Carries ball down to the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
So timeout, Sudan.
Timeout, Sudan.
You want to?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to pass it over to Pima.
No,
Are you ready for some stats, or are we catching you off guard?
he says, wait, give me a little more time.
Yeah, we'll wait. Well, oh, yeah.
Pimi's trying to write and hold his notebook, and we're with us sitting in the stand. It'll be a whole lot easier when we're
in a press box.
Yeah, and he's got a place to.
He's watching and then listening to us, but we're glad. The stats being able to provide stats during the end game, that's going to be beneficial to us all this season.
Right.
Of course, they're not official stats, but we'll do our best.
Right.
So fresh off the Sudan Hornet timeout, 1st and 10. Looks like we're maybe at the 12, 13-yard line, 14-yard line.
Yeah.
Lassiter takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to the left, and he's going to underthrow it, intended for Hughley.
Looked like they were trying to run a little screen there to the tight end. And we got enough pressure on him to where he wasn't able to make a good pass.
Conley was in coverage there on Hughley. $11:15 left in the second quarter to score 14-0. Olton 14, Sudan 0. And Olton scoring off a couple of big plays. Other than that, Sudan's really holding their own on the defensive end. There's a quick pass, caught down the right side. Caleb Robinson there, and he's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. That's going to be number 9, Joel Olivas, off of that screen. And like you mentioned earlier, they've been utilizing that screen the whole first half.
Right, and it wasn't that we weren't. We just got to tighten up our coverage a little bit more. It's not that we got burned on the play. We got to get more aggressive and quit giving us as big a cushion.
Yeah, a little bit of a soft coverage right there.
We got to tighten that up because we'd given him so much cushion they wasn't able to break on him and get to him before he got in the end zone. Again, first game of the season, getting used to that, and playing that position. Those are, some of those guys. This is the first time they've played the positions they're at tonight, and so we're having to, we're cutting our teeth tonight, and.
Especially last year in the secondary, we had Michael Lamone and Anthony Rodriguez. They were seniors that graduated that played in the secondary.
Right, and you definitely miss those guys, but you've got guys that have the ability to step up and fill those shoes and be as successful. So
11:07 left in the first half. Olton 21, Sudan 0. And like I said, other than that drive, and even that, they've scored on 2 big plays. And then, of course, they scored off of that turnover. That was, questionable turnover. So other than that, I mean, Sudan has really been holding their own defensively. It's not like they're just driving the field on us.
Right.
They just had a couple of big plays on us. So Cervera back deep. And that's Tice Dan Zeisen. Was that the one that we were looking at?
Right, yeah. Now that we switched ends, we can see who was over there.
He was the last one on that front line.
Right.
Lassiter gets ready to kick. And we'll see what kind of a return. So far, we've been able to have some fairly decent returns. And this is going to be a short kick. It's going to be taken by number 9. He'll just land on it. That's going to be Alan Flores.
And that's probably was the smartest thing to do in that situation. Once it hit the ground, just follow it, because he didn't know where everybody was. We got the luxury of sitting up here seeing he had time to grab a hold of it and do something with it, but when you're out there in the heat of, you don't know what's going on.
No,
so
you don't.
That was the smartest thing for him to do.
You're supposed to block and you wind up getting the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm supposed to block. I'm not supposed
Yeah.
to be returning this. So we've got Hornets in the shotgun. They're going to bring Williams in, so we'll have two running backs in the backfield. Watt is to the near side as a receiver, handed off to Cervera. Cervera breaks through, a nice little gain, maybe about 8 yards.
Yes, first time we've seen that formation with the two backs in the backfield.
Yes, sir.
And Williams being the leading blocker. Got a nice gain on the play, bring up second, maybe about 6.
Definitely a guy you want to follow behind.
Right.
So same formation. Watt is still to the left. Looks like Robinson to the right. And there's a handoff to Cervera again. Same play, breaks through, and he may have gotten close to the first down. And he did the same thing, just followed behind Williams.
Right. And he got tripped up. If he had got past that tackle, there wasn't anybody that was, the next person closest to him would have been 10 yards. And he could have made a move on him.
Yeah, he could have. So they got Jeremiah Castillo, Jesus Salas, Drew Carr, and then I'm trying to see who else is on the offensive line so we can give them some time on there.
Yeah, Conley's out there.
Conley's out there.
Yeah.
There's a screen pass to Cervera, and he had the open field. And
Just a little bit.
So Cervera will come out. Looks like Marcelo King will come in at the running back. And I can tell Josh is just kicking himself on that one. He
Right.
Just in and out of his hands.
That will come.
Yes.
And that will be a big play for us.
So third down, 2 yards
No,
on the
fourth.
41. Fourth down. They haven't changed it on the scoreboard. 4th and 1, short play here. Marcelo King in the backfield. He'll still in the shotgun. They'll hand it. Wilson's going to keep it, and he has contact in there. He's still on his feet, and that was just a broken play. It was a read option to Marcelo King. He kept it, but either way, there was Mustangs in the backfield. There was no way that we were going to be able to get away from that swarm. So we'll have a turnover on downs. It'll be Olton Mustangs ball. Yeah, you probably did. As the Sudan Hornets defense comes back onto the field. Some quick Abernathy Antelope 7, Childress 0, Plainview 21, Levelland 0, New Deal 14, Farwell 14. Tie ball game in that one.
That's good. You said Plainview 21, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Alma Mater's doing well.
There you go.
Doing well.
And there's a little pass to Solis. It's isolated on that one side, and it's that same little out route that he runs.
And did get enough for the first down.
Lassiter, shotgun. Baldo Garcia in the backfield. He'll take the handoff down the left side. Cuts inside. He'll slip. Tackle made by Jaden Conley. Short gain for the Mustangs.
Gain about 4. Yeah, we got 9 minutes 21 seconds left in the half.
So 3 receivers to the right. Of course, Solis all alone on the left side. And he'll throw to the right. And there's Hughley with the catch. And there's an open field tackle there by Marcelo King. Nice tackle. First down, Mustangs. Olton seems to be hustling to the line.
Right, our line's gonna, it's gonna get that pressure going again.
Yes, we had early on in the first quarter. We had a lot of pressure. Here's the
There we
handoff,
go.
and that's going to be Baldo. That's not Baldo. Yeah, it is Baldo Garcia battling his way.
Bring up second down.
Picks up 5 yards on the play.
So bring it.
Second and 5.
Yeah. On the 5. Second goal.
Lassiter takes a snap. There's the hand. Oh, he'll his keeper up the middle, and there's going to be a flag on the play. As Cervera was there for the tackle. And we'll see what the laundry's all about. Holding.
That'll back them up 10. So they'll make it second and goal at the 15.
Halftime, Littlefield 14, Millshoe 7. Just got that from a buddy of mine.
Okay. Again, we got 8 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first half.
So 2nd and 15. Baldo Garcia still in the backfield. Lassiter takes a snap, rolling to the left. Here comes the pressure. Here comes Drew Carr, and he forces the throw out of bounds as Drew Carr came flying through the line there. Lassiter had no choice but to throw the ball away. Great job defensively.
Yeah, I would hate to have that vision of Drew Carr chasing me as a quarterback.
And then as fast as he was coming at him.
Yeah, I'd be throwing it out of bounds too.
So Baldo Garcia heads to the sidelines. Christian Chansey in the backfield. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, looking to the right. And there's a pass to Cervera in coverage, and it's caught. And it's going to be a flag on the play. Initial call is a touchdown. And we're going to see if it's a push-off on Olton, or it might have been a push-off on the receiver. That was number 9, Joel Olivas. Touchdown, the call on the field. And we'll see what the... And it is going to be a touchdown. Play will stand. Play will stand.
This is complete to number 9, Joel Olivas, for a Mustang touchdown.
That'll make it 27-0 with 8:02 left in the half.
Lassiter for the extra point. And it's going to be, it's still good. It look like we may have got a hand on it.
Yeah.
So the score 28-0 here in Olton, Texas. The sun's still in our face.
Maybe by the second half it won't be. Maybe.
All right, so let's see what we got. Like I said earlier, Abernathy 7, Childress 0, Plainview 21, Levelland 0, second quarter. Farwell, New Deal tied at 14 with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Let's see, who else do we got here? There we go. Seagraves 18, Lockney 0, Idalou 21, Sweetwater 8.
We have a health center score.
I don't think I have my.
I've got to update mine to where I've got all that on there. I don't have them all updated, so.
I don't have because now you can control the distance. It's like a slide bar.
Right.
So I don't think I have enough distance to cover that. Again, I'll slide it over a little bit, see if we can get some other games.
I'm not even sure who they play tonight.
Okay, so Sudan set to receive. Now we have Trent Wilson deep as opposed to Cervera. There's the kick. It's going to come down to the left side. That's going to be Marcelo King. He's going to go to the right side, cutting up the middle, looking for a lane, and he'll get tackled right at about the 30-yard line.
Getting a nice gain on the return.
So Sudan will have 1st and 10, just under 8 minutes here in the first quarter. Looking to see if we can make gain some yardage or gain some momentum here offensively.
We need to get a good solid drive here to finish up the half.
Marcelo King to the left. Wilson takes the snap, hands it off to King, following his blocker, breaks away all the way up to the 43-yard line. Who was that was leading that? Was that number 64?
Yes, sir.
He was right behind him. Good blocking by Julian Salas.
Yeah.
Julian Salas is a freshman.
Yes.
Yeah. So 5'9", 220 pounds, Julian Salas leading the way for Marcelo King. Nice blocking by the O-line there. 1st and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line. King still in the backfield. Wilson rolling to the left, thrown, intended for Juarez, just batted down at the very end by number 3, Rodriguez.
Nice defensive play by the Olton defender. You said Rodriguez?
Yes. That was one of those that if Juarez could have got that one, he broke for the ball. There was nobody behind him.
Right.
Nice play call there. If we can get that to hit, well, I think Juarez has got the speed and the moves to.
Yeah, he's that Rodriguez for Olton is a senior, and that's so he's had some experience back there, and that's
Wilson escaping some pressure in the backfield and turned it into about an 8-yard gain. Nice run.
Right up to the 49-yard line. Still in Hornet in our own territory. They'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Hornets. Game was 7 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be hitting the 7-minute mark here in a couple of seconds.
Left in the half.
And so far, nothing but positive yardage on this plays for the Hornets.
Right.
So
yeah, on this series.
Gaining that momentum. Juarez and Flores to the left. And they're looking for Alan Flores. He makes the catch, cuts in the inside, and he'll break a tackle into Olton territory. Alan Flores with a nice
down
catch.
To the 47 of Olton. So bring up 1st down for the Hornets. Nice job. He did a good job of turning, and you'd think that he'd want to come to the outside, but he saw a gap to get in there and get that get enough yardage for the 1st down. And so.
He had a couple of drops early in the first quarter, but that's just early season jitters. I think he's going to gain his confidence and do some damage. So he's still in the slot. Marcelo King in the backfield. Fake handoff. Wilson with the throw up the middle. He's got an open man, and there's a lot of interference. No flag thrown. Intended for Caleb Robinson. And they actually grabbed his arm and pulled him back while he was running his route. But no flag on the play. That was Eddie Ramirez in coverage for the Mustangs. Nice throw by Wilson.
It's nice touch.
Well, no, look, there's some yellow over there.
There is.
Okay, there we go. Far side of the field. So we may have got that call. And yes, we did. So that's going to bring the ball all the way up to about the 37-yard line in Olton territory.
The 1st down.
6:06 left in the first half. Student trying to get on the board before halftime. Nice looking drive so far. Cervera back in the ball field game. He'll take the handoff down the right side. Drags a couple of people. There's a flag on the play. May have gained a couple of yards on that. Holding on the Hornets. It'll still be 1st down. And there goes Big John Conley.
Yeah.
Normally he's on defense and nose guard. He's coming in and he's replacing number 64, Julian Salas. So now the coaches, now that we have this long drive going, we've substituted some offensive linemen. And maybe we can get a good push. John Conley also another guy you want to run behind.
Yeah, for sure.
Cervera in the backfield. Salvador Juarez to your left, nearest to the camera. And there's a handoff to Juarez. Breaks the tackle into the secondary. Nice run. And he may have gained
about 5 on the play. So bring up 2nd and hang on.
Vasquez.
Well,
No, I'm just going to say he gained.
well, he was, yeah. It seemed like he gained more than that. He was on his
Yeah.
feet for a while, but I guess
He may have stepped out of bounds.
I see.
I don't know. He gained 6 on play, bring up second and 14.
Second and 14. There's the snap. Fake pump. And there's, oh, he hit as he throws. Wattis was there in the flat. But Wilson got hit by, looks like number 21, Eddie Medrano. And the play just took a half a second long to develop.
Right.
Marcelo King back into the ballgame at running back. 3rd and 14. 5:30 left in the first half, second quarter. Wattis and Robinson to the left. King in the backfield. Wilson rolling to the right, looking for somebody. There's the throw, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds. Intended for Alan Flores there on the far side of the field.
Pass falls incomplete.
Going to bring up 4th down.
4th and 14.
And it looks like we are going to punt this time.
Well, the main thing is maybe if the coach probably wants to pin them deep
Right.
and avoid going up 5 scores before halftime. So Wilson back deep to punt. Joel will leave us to receive. There's a nice punt. Inside the 15, looks like it. He'll pick it up going down the right side. Down to the 30, still on his feet. 40, crosses midfield, and Trent Wilson with the tackle. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs in Sudan territory, right on the 45-yard line.
Mustangs in the Hornet territory. We'll start 1st and 10 for the Hornets. 45.
Again, you got to start worrying about your conditioning. The defense has been out, and I know a lot of guys play both ways, but you've got some guys that are maybe starting to get a little gassed.
Yeah. Chancey gains about a couple yards, but there's a flag on the play.
Holding on the Mustangs. So back them up 10. So bring up 1st and 20 for the Mustangs here with 4:50 left in the half.
Okay, Mustangs setting up. There's a snap, pass to the left side, caught by Jake Solis. Tackle made by Caleb Robinson.
Pass is complete. Number 5.
And you could see the speed of Solis on that route.
Yes.
Nice open field tackle by Caleb.
Brings up a 2nd and 5.
So it'll be 2nd down. It was 1st and 20, so they had a long ways to go. They still 2nd down. Chancey in the backfield. Lassiter takes the snap, hands it to him down the right side. Cuts in the middle. Jaden Conley there, misses tackle. Nice tackle made there by Marcelo King. And I believe I saw a flag fly in there. I can't see it now.
Yeah, there is a flag.
Don't act surprised, number 9. You've been doing it the whole game.
It's holding on the Mustangs.
So holding on the Mustangs. That'll negate a good run by Chancey there for the Olton Mustangs as Marcelo King hobbling off the field.
When I was playing and we'd have a big, a running back make a big play like that, and then there was a holding call. Oh, you hate to be the one that committed that penalty when he come back to the huddle.
Oh, there's a pass incomplete intended for Valencia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He Ronnie, when I was playing, his name was Ronnie Braddock, and he was pretty vocal, and he'd state his opinion with you pretty quick.
It probably something you can't repeat on the air.
Sometimes the chewing in the huddle was worse than what you would get when you come to the sidelines from the coach.
3rd and 11 for the Mustangs. There's a screen pass. Solis makes the catch, makes a juke move. He's getting held back there. Nice defensive coverage there, and they're finally able to bring him down.
It's going to be short of the first down by about 4 yards. So bring up 4th and 4 for the Mustangs, right at the Hornet 39-yard line of the Hornets. Okay, we got 3:40 left in the half. This last 7 minutes of this half has gone on for.
Yeah, this second half has been one that's just drug on. I keep looking over to see when we're going to hit halftime. But yeah, it seemed like the first quarter flew by.
Right.
Quick snap off the huddle. Chancey up the middle. And he's going to go in for the score. And no, we've got some. That should be a holding call on number 62 for the Mustangs.
And that'll come back.
Yeah, that'll come back. There you go. We'll see what Chancey has to say about it.
Excessive something.
Like a personal
He
foul?
says his hat and a flag. Yeah, he sure did.
It's on us? Oh, man. Yeah, it should offset, so it's still.
Yeah, so it will come back, but.
Come on, dude!
So offsetting penalties.
Jeremiah, do something!
The Sudan making some substitutions, getting some fresh legs in there. I saw Williams come in, Marcelo King in the ball game now.
Yeah, and Robinson and Trent Wilson both come out.
There's another quick snap, and that's going to be
false start.
False start on the Mustangs. They tried to run the same play, come out of the huddle in a hurry, do a quick snap, but they weren't ready. So still 4th down. I think we've been on 4th down the past 5 plays.
Right.
3:32 now left in the first half. And it looks, are they going to punt? It looks like, yeah, they're
going to punt.
Well, we say they're going to, but they're in punt formation, but they got the big Hughley there on the right. Let me keep an eye on him. And they do get the ball punted off, and it's going to bounce back. We're going to let it roll into the end zone. Well, that's going to work in our favor. And we still got plenty of time to make a little bit of noise here.
Yeah. So that offsetting penalty, or first there was a holding penalty, right? That kept them from getting the touchdown, brought the touchdown back, and then they had the offsetting penalty. Or was that all the same?
The offset and the holding was the same. Yeah, the offset was a holding, and then the personal.
Right.
But then the play before that, I believe, was a holding just on them, and then they had the offsides.
Right.
And I'm telling you, we ran that 4th down play like 3 or 4 times.
Right.
So Hornets, with about 3.5 minutes to drive down the field, maybe put some points on the board before halftime. Wilson down the right side, he's got room, and that's going to be a tackle there on the right side. That was saving tackle there. Wilson had open field after that one.
Gained about 5 yards on the play. If we can get Trent to the, get that corner, or if we get Joshy, or to the corner as well. We've got an advantage there.
That's one thing we haven't seen. We haven't been able to get to that corner. This time it gets to Williams, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, stiff arm, and they're going to have to go low on him, yeah.
But they didn't call it.
Yeah, there's a flag over there.
Oh,
Maybe
okay,
they
yeah.
did get it. Good hard run by Williams.
Right. Yeah, you're not gonna tackle him up high.
No, yeah. He stiff armed that first guy right off the handoff. Was it the face with face mask on the ball carrier? I didn't see the face.
Yeah,
mask.
they had face masks.
Face mask.
There we go. So still 3:11 left. 1st and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. Marcelo King in the backfield with Wilson. Quick pass to the left. Caught by Juarez. Breaks the tackle.
There you go.
Nice little play there by the Hornets for a short game. Well, probably about a 5-yard gain there. The main thing is that those plays have got to develop. Early in the ball game, we had just had drops on those plays.
Right.
If we get those plays, we'll take 5 yards at a time. That's a good thing. Was that Salvador's first catch? Handoff to King. Oh, the ball comes out, but I think he was down. Yeah, referee saying his knee was down. But we saw that last time, so it should still be Sudan ball. Maybe gained about 2-3 yards on that short run. Little bit.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, just a little bit of a burst there by Marcelo King.
Right, so bring up 3rd down on about 4 with right at 2 minutes left in the half.
Clock running, just past 2-minute mark. Sedevera back in the ball game at running back. And there's a screen to Joshi, and it's going to be dropped. That'll stop the clocks. It'll be 4th down, 1:44.
Goes up to 4th down and 4 for the Hornets.
And I think that's already maybe the 2nd or 3rd drop. I think it's just in his head now. He just needs to get one, get a catch. And it looks like Coach Cornelius will be calling a timeout.
He's going to use that final timeout. It doesn't do you any good to take it to the locker room, does it?
No, it doesn't. Can you find the Hill Center score? Mine, it doesn't scroll up like yours. It kind of. You want me to do the?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll go over our sponsors while we got a timeout here by the Hornets. Chad King Farms, United Country Real Estate, M. Edwards Realty and Land, Montez Steel Building, Jetfire Barbecue, Twice the Ice, Hornet Chill, Rise Spot, Swift Lube and Oil Change, Sudan Medical Clinic, Lance Insurance, Seth Souter, The Prescription Shop in Littleville, Micah Pratt, Texas Producers Co-op, Gal Robertson, K&K Pharmacy, Tow Pros, Chad Nichols, Harper Farms, Ryan and Greg Harper, Bailey County Electric Co-op, King Ag Aviation, Johnny King, Sawyer Construction, Larry Sawyer, Ride Solutions Incorporated, Clint Humphreys, 5 Area Telephone, Capital Farm Credit, Chase Lloyd, First United Bank in Sudan, and of course Sudan ISD. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you the live broadcast here in Olton, Texas this evening. Season opener for your Sudan Hornets.
Right, yes, and please go and support these sponsors in their businesses. They're in town. We appreciate them supporting our kids, so we need to be sure and support them locally in their businesses. So thank you again for your support. Again, 4th down for the Hornets.
Wilson with the snap, fake pump, going down the right side. He's going to tuck it in and keep it. He'll get tackled. So it'll be a turnover on downs.
Right, he got back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be Olton's ball with 1:30 left in the half. Again, starting out at the Hornet 46-yard line.
All right, so you were asking about Hill Center. Stinnett The West Texas Comanches 13, Hell Center 6. That's the first time I've seen all that together.
Right.
That West Texas.
That's a mouthful, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then Florida and Rawls.
Yeah, Florida 21.
21-6.
Bovina down to Vega. Vega 26-6.
My cousin lives in Vega, and he said they're they've got a heavy senior laden team, and they're looking for big things out of that Vega team this year.
And then, of course, I'm trying to scroll up. Smyer 27, Crosbyton 20 at halftime.
Again, the Hornets stop the Mustangs on second to bring up third down, be short of the first down by a yard. So
the clock ticks down under a minute. Lassiter takes a snap, pitches it out to Granillo down the left side, and a nice pushed out of bounds by Cervera there on the left side. That'll stop the clock. Just under a minute.
And they did get enough for the first down.
I think if Sudan can hold them here, it'd be a good boost for the defense going into halftime. There's a snap rolling to the right. There's the pass looking for Olivas. He makes the catch. Tackled there by Matthew Lopez.
Nice open field tackle.
Clock will continue to run. 34 seconds. No huddle. Second down and maybe 2. Pass to the left. And it's caught by number 1. He's going to break a couple of tackles. They finally get brought down after a long gain. That's Eric Valencia. And now there's some more flags. A little bit of activity after the tackle.
That is a huge momentum killer. I mean, you're whoever, if it was against us, all we're doing is if it's not add another 15 yards to the play, but it's going half to the distance of the goal line.
Yes.
And lots of times those things happen on a big play. They've already made a big play and they lose. And so then it just doubles the
It tacks on to the big play even further.
Yeah,
and of course
doubles the pain of the play.
Yeah. And I mean, you understand those big plays are frustrating, but you have to kind of just.
Right.
I don't think they've made the call yet. They're still discussing it. I'm not sure if it's going to be on Olton or us. And then a lot of times, it's always the second guy that gets caught on something like that.
Right.
They have not moved the chains yet, so we're still waiting to see what they decide. 19 seconds left in the first half. And it looks like it's going to be on Olton.
Well, good. I'm glad that I was afraid it was on us with it being at the end of the play like that.
Yeah.
And,
Caleb, he did come out of that pile without a helmet.
Right.
So if that's a penalty, and if he loses his helmet, and if it was off of a penalty like that, he doesn't have to sit out, right? If it's something that happened on the Olton side that caused him to lose.
Right, I believe so. He's back out there.
So it'll be second down. No, they still gave him a first down. They just maybe
they
after the penalty.
Right. Backed them up.
So the Hornets have got 20 seconds to kill on the clock here before halftime and hold Olton from getting into the end zone. And now they're going to swap. Granillo was in that running back. They brought Chansey back in They got 3 receivers to the right. Of course, Jake Solis isolated on the left. Takes the snap, going towards the left, looking for him, and there's the pass caught by Jake Solis. Breaks the tackle, and I think he will get tackled just right at the line there. So it'll be 1st and goal with 10 seconds. But he did not run out of bounds.
Well, they stopped the clock while they're moving the chains.
So once the whistle blows, there it goes. The clock begins, and they're going to call a timeout. 6 seconds. So huge goal line play for the Hornets here with 6 seconds left in the first half. And I kind of feel like we should be coming back for the third quarter already.
Well, I made the comment, it'll be the second half where we don't have to fight with the sun, but we actually, as long as this last 7 minutes is taken, we're actually not having to fight it anymore in the first half.
I like the way Thema set up his. He's got a whole book of spiral full of notes and stuff. It's not easy.
It's not easy, he says.
All right, big goal line play for the Sudan Hornet defense here. We got Williams and Big John on the line getting set up. Quick off the huddle. There's the quick snap. Gave it to Chancey up the middle. And he's going to go in for the score. And there's the flag. I saw Chancey taunt one of our players after he scored. And there's fall. Man, how many flags do they have out there?
I don't think any of them are in the pockets anymore.
He scored and then got up and bowed up to one of our players. And that you can't do that.
I guess it'll be applied probably on the kickoff because it was after the play.
Yeah,
so
it was afterwards. So Olton will set up for their extra point. No time left on the clock. They're still discussing it. They have not signaled the touchdown other than when the play ran.
Right.
And they still haven't changed the score on the scoreboard. But like you said, I mean, it was after the score that they had that. I'll tell you what, them referees are having earned their money tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Them coaches are letting them have it on both sides. Well, no, look, they're walking the ball back. Or is that no? They have to do it on the extra point. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm just confused because they still haven't changed the score on the.
Right.
So
it should be 34 to nothing with an extra point.
You're looking for it's a long extra point right here. Curious to see if Lassiter's got the leg for it.
Because it'll be a 35-yard field goal. Or maybe they did. Maybe they didn't give them the touchdown, and they're instead of going.
Yeah,
no, there it is. Now they're giving it. Okay.
Man, they made.
Yeah, they gave them the touchdown. Then the penalty was after the play, so they apply the yardage to the field goal, or it can be applied to the kickoff. Yeah, it was after the play. Yeah.
So Lassiter getting set up for the long extra point. There's a snap, and it's up, and and it's good.
It's good, yeah.
Put the leg
Nice
behind
kick,
it.
yeah. Did you notice the holder,
No, I
the
didn't
number?
see- well, who was-
How many times do you see a number 60 as the holder? Not often. So
End
you
of the-
got what, 2/10 of a second? Is that right?
well, do they still have? Yeah, because our guys have already walked into the. I'm not sure if we're supposed to be in the locker room yet. There may still be some time left on the clock.
But
Sudan has left the field, but Olton
Yeah.
still. Oh, here they go. They're okay. So now, Joe, the second quarter has ended.
2 hours and 15 minutes ago,
That's the longest quarter.
there were 7 minutes left in the quarter.
My goodness.
It took an hour and a half or an hour and 28 minutes to do the first half, and I think 45 of it was the last 7 minutes of the half. So
The score: Olton 35, Sudan 0. And like I said, Sudan they just can't seem to gain the momentum. They'll have a couple of positive plays and
and then we'll have a pass that's right off the fingertips,
Yes.
just maybe a little bit too far out, but
Yes.
or maybe a little bit behind, or we've had some that hit the guys in their hands, and they once those things get ironed out,
Yeah.
so you hate to see it, but that's why you have these pre-district games is to get ready for district, and ultimately you want to win. Anytime you're in a game, you want to win the ball game, but.
A couple of those were significant passes that it would have been big games,
Right.
and it's just right off the fingertips.
Right.
So
And then on the defensive side, there's just there's some things that have got to be tightened up on our coverage, and getting in, and not giving such a big cushion, and believing in yourself that you got the ability to play that defense.
yes,
I mean, that's a lot of it. That's what I started to make the comment earlier when the Olton defender. Who's a senior, came up, and he jumped the play and knocked the pass down. We had basically the same thing earlier, and we were playing off and giving up too much, cushion, and then couldn't even come in and make the tackle.
yeah,
And so and that's we've got younger guys playing back there, and so it's just gaining that confidence.
Yes.
To be able to do that
and not play on your heels. Play
Yeah.
a little bit and
Right.
put some pressure on the receivers. They're,
Right.
if you put just a little bit of pressure on them, they'll hear them footsteps, and maybe they won't
Right.
make those catches.
Right. So anyway,
But overall,
hey, there's our half. She doesn't know it, but there's our halftime guest
yeah, put her
right
on.
there. Come up here to hug mom and dad. She's fixing to be the halftime guest. So
Let us know when you're ready. Okay.
so. Don't be. Come on.
Here. Yeah, I'll let you interview her.
Okay.
I'm scared.
There's no need to be scared. You're just talking to me.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, I've got Blessy Montez with me, and you, correct me if I'm wrong, you're one of the head cheerleader, is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's awesome. As a junior, and so yeah, don't look at all them over there. It's just you and me talking, okay? All right. So tell me so far how things have been going. What have y'all done as a cheerleading squad to get ready for the season? I know that during the summer y'all did some things, and so tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, we went to WT Cheer Camp for
Right.
4 days, from like 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. at night,
All right.
and just had fun with each other and cheered all day long, danced all day long.
Learned some new routines. I noticed we've done some new cheers that we haven't done in the past.
Yes.
And then y'all had some of you were able to go on and made All-American or have an opportunity to go compete for All-American. Is that right?
Yes, we did. We most of us had the opportunity, but none of us took it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And then y'all each, if I remember right from when Kylie was cheering, each day you go and you have where you get critiqued. You have you learn different stuff through the day, and then each night you have to go to competition and be evaluated.
Yes.
Right, and you get ribbons for those, and y'all came back with several blue ribbons, right?
Yes, all blue ribbons actually.
All blue ribbons,
Yes.
Great. And spirit stick?
Yes, we got spirit stick every night.
Awesome.
Yes.
And then when you got back, y'all had the world famous Sudan miniature camp, right?
Yes.
And had all the little girls come in. Tell me about that a little bit.
It was really fun. Lots of little girls this year, so kind of hard to handle.
Right.
I had pre-K and kinder, so.
And it goes from pre-K to sixth graders, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you got and you did it in the gym this year because it was so hot, right? Or was it outside?
It was in the gym this year.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
It was
And then
hot.
and now those little girls later on in the year, they'll cheer during one of the they'll come in at halftime and do cheers. Is that right? During one of the ball games or before the game?
I don't think so this year.
Okay.
We had Meet the Hornets and they cheered there.
Oh, okay. That's where they did, was to Meet the Hornets.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, that's a neat thing. You look through the stands here and you see all those little girls. They've got their cheerleading uniforms on and they're doing the cheers with you. That helps you guys, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Really
So,
does.
we're talking about Blessy being the head cheerleader, but besides being a cheerleader, she plays basketball and she's on the softball team, and it's not her favorite sport, but she still goes out and competes in track. But exciting time for this year for during the summer y'all played in several basketball tournaments and then a few softball tournaments as well.
Yes.
So looking forward to those seasons when they get here, but excited about the football season right now, and y'all are doing a great job. And
Thank you.
I appreciate you being willing to, I kind of put you on the spot, but I also know you and knew that you'd jump up here and you'd do a great job. So, but this is Blessy Montez. She's a junior. And she's our head cheerleader, and then she also is on the Nets basketball and softball team, and just a neat person. And I appreciate you coming and visiting with us tonight. And I owe you one because I put you on the spot. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you again. Anything else? Any parting shots you want to? Anything you want? Words of wisdom you want to give before you get off the air?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming up and visiting. Yeah, that's fun.
How did she do?
She did a great job. You'll have to go back and when it's archived and watch it. She did a great job, and I knew she would. Peemy's ready. All right.
Well, maybe I'm ready, but for the Hornets, I got Trent Wilson with he was 3 for 13 for 19 yards. Those 3 receptions were to Alan Flores, had 1 for 5 yards. Salvador had 1 for 5 yards, and Tice had 1 for 9 yards. Trent also rushed 7 times for 30 yards. Marcelo King, 3 rushes for 18 yards, and Josh Cervera, 4 rushes for 12 yards.
4 rushes.
Only had, I believe they only had like 5 first downs. And then for Olton, well, defensively, I guess for the Hornets, you had Trent Wilson with 3 tackles, Josh Cervera with 3 tackles, Jaden Conley had 4, Drew Carr had 3. The 1 interception by Caleb Robinson. And that's about it on the Olton side. Yeah, that Logan Lassiter was 12 of 19 for 233 yards and 3 touchdowns. And the first half, most of his yardage and they went to Jake Solis, which we talked about him before the 4 4 passes for 4 receptions for 109 yards. Joel Olivas, number 9, had 6 catches for 61 yards. Rushing for the Mustangs, 40. What is that? Christian Chansey, 7 rushes, 32 yards. He has 2 rushing touchdowns. And I believe they had 13 first downs.
13.
Yeah, and defensively, Olton. Defensively, they had a bunch of guys with 2. I believe Chansey had 3. 2 sacks by number 21, Eddie Madrano. So got pressure on our quarterback. That's about it.
I don't know if I'm on.
So, anyway, that's the first half. 35-0 is the score. We have about 15 minutes left in the half. I don't know if we're going to go.
Are we going to stay on? Or
we're going to.
Okay.
We'll take about a 10-minute break here, so we'll see you here in just a little bit.
Test. Oh, okay. Did she text you or what? Yeah. All right, and we're back live here in Olton, Texas. Holton has already come back onto the field. Hornets shaking the tunnel. That's a good sign that they're fixing to come out. And here they come. Here comes your Sudan Hornets, the 2022 season opener here in Olton, Texas, as the fight song plays on. Here comes the cheerleaders as we get ready for the second half. The score 35-0, Olton with the lead. Right there?
Oh, I can't hear you.
Right here? Which one is it? The third one? Right there? Test. No? So the Hornets kicked off, and they'll be receiving the kick here. Josh Cervera, Salvador Juarez, number 22, and number 8. Or is he number 8 or number 9? He's number 8, Marcelo King. Back deep to receive for the Hornets. Lassiter getting ready to kick off as we get ready for the second half, season opener. Sudan Hornets football, glad to be here. So glad that the Friday night lights are back. Super pumped. Here's the kickoff. And it's going to be a kid coming up to grab it. It's going to be Juarez. Juarez will take it, looking for some blockers. Come down the left side. He'll break a tackle, cuts up the middle, and he'll finally get brought down by number 44, Chancey, for the Olton Mustangs. As Hornets will be 1st and 10, right about the 28-yard line, as Coach Cornelius regroups his Hornets on the sideline, and we'll see if the Hornets can gain some momentum here in the second half. Like I said, the first half, the score is 35-0. 2 of those touchdowns were off of big plays, and then one of them was off of a fumble off the kickoff that gave them really excellent field position. So Sudan just having some bad breaks. But other than that, we've been able to move the ball some. We haven't been able to capitalize on any of our big plays. Wilson with the fake, and he's going to keep it. He'll get, well, he did get swarmed, but he came out of the pile a little bit, maybe gained a couple of yards. Looking at either 2nd down and 9 or 8. As number 64, Julian Salas, comes out of the ball game. So we have Drew Carr, Jesus Salas, Jeremiah Castile, Jaden Conley, and I can't see who the other one is on the offensive line. Wilson in the shotgun, Cervera to his left. He'll take the handoff to the right. He's got some open field. He'll get to the corner, and he'll gain about 5-6 yards on that play, and there's a flag. And we talked about this earlier in the first half. There was a lot of flags, especially in that second quarter, and we immediately come out on the second play of the second half and have a flag. What was it? I can't hear. Oh, there, right there? The late hit. Good run by Cervera. And we talked about this earlier. Josh, if he could ever get to that corner, he would break. He's got the speed, but in that time he was right there. He had one more guy to beat before he could cut that corner. But we still got the big advantage there because he was hit after the play. They forced him out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and 10. The ball on the 48-yard line, still in Sudan territory. Cervera still in the ball game. Salvador Juarez on the left side, closest to the camera, and Caleb Robinson on the opposite side of the field. And it looks like they're going to go back to the 2-back system with Williams back there as well. Wilson takes the snap. He's going to go down the left side, tackled immediately in the backfield. That's number 52, Jacob Marquez. He shot through the inside. Everybody was covered but that linebacker. So it'll be loss of 5, 2nd and 15. Ball on the 41, 42. Williams has made his way to the slot, so we're back with the one running back in the backfield. Quick snap. There's a quick throw, and through the hands of Salvador Juarez, a little bit over his head, but he was able to. Oh, and he was able to make contact with the ball. So 3rd and 15. Marcelo King into the ball game in the backfield. And we talked about that also in the first half. We just had, passes that were just in and out of the hands. The receivers just not able to get those catches. Salvador definitely has the ability to make some yards after the catch if he can. We just got to make those completions. There's a snap. And right across the middle, and it's caught. No, it's not caught. Incomplete, intended for Joel Williams. Little slant play. Williams was in the slot. So that'll bring up a 4th and 15. And here comes the punt team for the Sudan Hornets. So after a little bit of a positive gain, and then, of course, with some help from the penalty, Sudan will go 4 and out. Back to receive. The punt is number 5, Jake Solis, who's got over 100 yards receiving in the ball game in the first half. 4 catches for 109 yards for him. High punt by Wilson, and it's going to just cross the 50-yard line and take a bad bounce back up to the 50. And one of the Mustangs is going to grab it, and he'll gain about 4 yards off the bounce. So it'll be 1st and 10, ball on the 45-yard line for the Mustangs as the defensive unit comes out for the Hornets. 10 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. So Baldo Garcia will start off in the backfield. They said we're not having any sound. Let's see. Test.
Number 25, Baldo Garcia. Picks up 5 on the play, brings it to 2nd and 5.
All right, they just said I didn't have any sound. I could hear myself through the headset, but I'm not sure if I'm coming out.
DJ, can you hear us? He said yeah.
Okay. DJ says we go. I'm really loud. I'm going to turn myself down. Incomplete pass play there by the Olton Mustangs. And that was intended for the big tight end slot, number 19, that Hughley. He's had a couple of catches in the ball game. He's really dangerous, especially after the catch. He's a big guy, 205 pounds, 6'4". A big target for Lassiter. So we'll bring up 3rd and 5, ball on the 41. Lassiter rolling to the left. There's the throw intended for Solis. He catches it. He cuts upfield. Big play there. And he has got some speed on him. Like I said, he had 4 catches for 109 yards in the first half, and he just added to that total on that play. And his plays are not big plays as far as long passes. They're short plays that he had little short out routes, and he just has the speed to make our defenders miss. So 1st and 10, ball on the 17, deep in Hornet territory. Lassiter takes the snap. Here comes the pressure. Williams after him. Here comes Drew Carr, and there's the sack. That's going to be Matthew Lopez along with Joel Williams. That's going to get Lassiter in the backfield. And Lassiter gets up a little bit hobbled, limping back to the huddle. Great pressure by the defense there as Drew Carr, Joel Williams, and Matthew Lopez all back there putting the pressure on Lassiter for the Hornets. Okay, they said that they think it's on their end, so we should be coming through.
Don't scare us.
Don't scare us like that, Angel. Okay, you can turn me down. I had myself turned up because they had texted they couldn't hear us, and they said, never mind, it's on our end. So I've probably been blowing people's ears off because I thought you couldn't hear us.
Right. Well, Again, it's the first of the season. We got to get everything adjusted, and figured out.
So please let me know if I'm coming through way too loud. I turned it down.
Yeah. I gotta get back in season shape where I can get to the restroom and back in the right amount of time and not be winded.
Long pass by Lassiter. There's a flag on the play. It's caught. So the initial call is touchdown, but we do have a flag in the backfield, and Lassiter continues to hobble back there, and he looks like he's upset. That might be coming back.
Yeah, they adjusted that clock so it started running right during halftime. I think it ran faster than it was supposed to.
We were still in that second quarter time.
Yeah, it's making up the time for the second quarter, didn't they? But it is a long ways over there.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. And then you have to go all the way around that fence.
Yeah, you can't cut across.
Yeah. So that play will come back. It'll be 3rd and long. Ball on about the 35-yard line. Still in Sudan territory, but that's definitely going to help our cause. Baldo Garcia back in the. They run that. They rotate those 3 running backs. Hughley in the slot. That's the big target. Solis on the left side. He's looking to the left. Now he shifts his eyes to the right. Long pass looking for number 9. There's the catch. That's Olivas. He'll be brought down by Robinson inside maybe the 5 or inside the 10 for sure.
Yeah, I'll bring up 1st and go. No, it's not a touchdown. It's just 1st and goal.
You know that Solis, he had 4 catches for 109 yards, and he probably has the least targets. He said they use him as a decoy, and all these other guys get the benefit off of that.
Right.
So now they're in an I formation. The Chancey muscling it up the middle, and he'll go into the end zone for a touchdown. With 7:13 left in the 3rd quarter. (41-0) pending the extra point attempt. There's the extra point, and it's good. So 42-0 here in Olton. Olton having a heck of a season opener here at home. And Sudan still trying to get their footing.
Right, again, it's about 7:13, 7:14 left in the 3rd quarter. And again, the Mustangs tack on another 7 to make it 42 to nothing here in the 3rd quarter. Again, another thing they did is they updated the lights. I don't know if you remember year before, in the past, this corner over here was always pretty dark. They had trouble, with the lights. So they've got new lighting, and it really, the field is really nice.
Yeah, it is.
And they've done some updates to it, so it's.
And whoever does the groundkeeper, like I said, the field is in excellent condition.
Yeah.
And these natural fields are starting to become the thing they're starting to get weeded out little by little as these schools insert the turf. So we have the same 3 deep. And there's the kick. It's going to go directly to Salvador. He'll take it right at about the 18. He'll cross the 20. He gets hit, breaks a tackle, cuts up. He's got the space. He cuts past midfield.
All the way up to the 40-yard line.
Oh, I was looking at this guy over here. I lost track of Salvador. I was looking at the guy up here blocking way ahead. That's still a good return.
Yes, it was. It was for sure.
You notice that so far a lot of the plays have been to the home side. They really haven't come to our side of the field.
Right. Yeah. You talk about the updates here. I'm excited about next week.
Oh.
Getting to be at our home field. We've got some updates there. I don't know. If you haven't seen, we updated our press box.
Yes.
And it's exciting to be able to do that and it'd be nice to call a game out of that box. So those are some things to look forward to.
Have you had a chance to look inside?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's updated, but it's basically the same floor plan, but they just added the top deck, covered it and closed it in.
Yeah.
So and that's anyway. Hornets up to the line of scrimmage. Trent takes the snap and the shotgun, hands off to. I believe that's Salvador. Gets about 5.
One of the
3 yards.
One of the Mustangs came out with the ball. Oh, it's Marcelo King. All right.
So bring up 3rd down and about 4.
All right, 3rd down. Let's see. We're getting close to that midfield mark. I feel like, even with the score the way it is, this is perfect opportunity for us to really get in there and just get some stuff worked out.
Right. We can have a positive half.
So it looks like we got a couple of new receivers. I think this is Tony Vargas down here as the handoff. Oh, there's a little bit of misdirection play. Nice little run. Gain of about 2 from Marcelo King.
Right. And on the offensive line, we're making contact. But we're not able to hold those blocks long enough to, we got to make that contact and then drive.
Yeah.
And instead of just firing off, and, we got to bring our feet with us and then drive them back or drive them away from the hole, turn them to the sidelines and give our guys an opportunity to get up into that hole.
Wilson takes a snap, hands off to King in the backfield, brought down by Granillo. Loss on the play.
Loses about 3 on the play.
They'll bring up 4th down as Wilson makes his way to the sideline. Not sure what. Oh no, that's a turnover on downs.
I was saying next week we were going to be at home. We go to Tahoka next week. I think.
Have we been to that facility?
And it's been a lot of years since we have. So.
I don't remember playing Tahoka in football very often. It's been a while.
So
I know we've scrimmaged them, but I've never been up. I don't think we've ever had a regular season.
I need to go and look at the schedule a little better. I'm just hoping too much, I guess.
Well, I thought we had 2 away games to open up, but I was in as handoff to Granillo, and he's stopped in the backfield. That's number 74. Jesus Salas with the tackle. And Lassiter still hobbling out there. I don't know if he got hit after, trying to make a block, but he was down for a bit just after that one.
Right. So bring up 2nd down and 12 for the Mustangs. Hornets did a good job of firing off and winning that battle at the line of scrimmage.
There's the snap. And Granillo, John Conley was back there in the backfield and kind of disrupted that handoff, and the rest of the Hornets came through.
Right.
It looks like Jeremiah Castillo coming out of the pile, Drew Carr, and Jaden Conley.
Jeremiah's going to have to come out because his helmet came off. Yeah. Conley did not make the tackle, but he made that play.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
He disrupted that and offside.
Oh.
Dadgummit.
I didn't even see the flag on the field.
I didn't either. It had to be on the other side, but so.
Well, good effort on our defensive line to shoot. That's already the 2nd play that they've shot through like that. We'll see if they can continue to do that. Salas, Williams, Big John, and the other Salas. Julian Salas is 74, and Jesus Salas is 74. Julian Salas is 64. There's a snap, bobble snap, and Garcia would just fall on it. So I'll lose a couple of yards there. Third down.
Okay, so was this the?
That's the one that Angel sent me.
Yeah, that sent you earlier too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he sent me one later. And I had already turned it up, and he's like, "I think it's on our end."
Okay. I'm a little slow getting to my text.
Lassiter to throw to the left side, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down after the long catch by Juarez.
Will be enough for the first down all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Valencia, the receiver.
Who's that there on the top of that pyramid?
Look at that big old smile on her face.
All I can say is thank goodness she looks like her mama.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. Definitely going to have to agree with you on that one.
She may play basketball like her daddy, but thank goodness she looks like her mom, right? All right, back to the field of play. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
Lassiter takes the snap, hands off to Garcia up the middle, and there's Juarez and Drew Carr and Jaden Conley all combined for that tackle there. And there comes Jeremiah back into the ball game.
We need to get his motor running. He needs to be in the backfield.
Yes.
I mean, he's doing a good job, but we got to get his intensity. When his intensity gets turned up, it changes the intensity of the whole defense.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to tell you. When he gets going, he's got a lot of high energy.
Right.
Garcia, the ball carrier, stopped by Conley. Short gain. Yeah, he's got a lot of energy.
He's the Mustangs with a 3rd down and 4.
Just under 2 minutes here in the third quarter. And see how this quarter's kind of just rolling?
It's rolling. I guess, did you get to go to the JV game yesterday? I didn't get to go to the JV game.
I did. And actually, the JV game, we were down by a score at halftime, and then Olton kind of ran away with it. But we had some turnover issues. We had a couple of fumbles, and they got good field position. And I think they kind of just lost momentum after those turnovers. Right. And it was right back to back right after when the third quarter started.
Right.
But we definitely moved the ball. But it was mainly the same. First half we held our own, 7-0, and then they kind of ran away with it in the second half. Oh, bad snap. Lassiter coming back for it. Here comes Salas, and he'll just throw it away. So 4th down. Good little defensive stop, or good defensive possession here for the Hornets, especially up front. That front 7 doing really good on this drive. And Mustangs set up to punt. Andrew Martinez. It was Lassiter, but I think Lassiter, with him hobbling around, they don't really want him back there. And he'll punt that into the end zone. And a couple of Hornets ran into each other over here.
Right. I want to say how much I appreciate Blessy being willing to right on the spot, being interviewed at halftime.
Oh, yeah. She wasn't expecting.
No, not at all. And she really did a good job. And our cheerleaders do a lot of neat things for besides just cheering at the ball games, and they do stuff during the week, especially during homecoming. They've got all the different activity days and dress up days, and they do a lot of things with the younger kids, and so they're doing a lot of neat things. There's a lot of neat girls on that squad. We'll announce those here in just a minute. Again, Hornets.
Oh no!
Trent throws a pass out to that. No, that was not good.
No, his knee or his hip or his leg went in the awkward. He tried to plant to come back for the ball, and
I couldn't see who that was.
I think it's Joel that's down there.
You don't ever like to see something like that happen.
And I didn't see him holding his knee. He was kind of holding up here
in his hip.
in his hip. As the trainers and coaches out there continue to monitor, we'll see. The ball game's already over. 28-7.
But yeah, you hate to see that, and like I said, it was weird angle as he went down.
Yeah. I was trying to see if it had, because we got a new trainer, and I don't see a trainer listed on the.
Yeah, I don't see his name. But you want that guy to be sure and take his time and make sure that everything is right before they move him.
Yeah. And
make sure that if there's something they need to do to immobilize it or whatever, that those precautions are taken. Doesn't matter how long it takes. So.
And it looks like they.
They're gonna. Yeah. They're gonna call for the ambulance to come in. So.
I believe because he had been playing in the slot, and that's where that was. I think that is Joel.
Right. No.
Yeah. Yeah, he planted and he looked like he was holding his hip.
Yeah. You appreciate his teammates over here while they're taking care of him on the field. They have taken a knee, but they're all huddled together and are saying a prayer for him right now. And you got to appreciate that. Appreciate the character of the guys on our team. And again, that's representative of our district as well. And you got to appreciate that when you see that in our community.
Oh yeah. It's a small town like Sudan.
Right.
We're all one big family.
Right.
Right. We have those festivals and
Right.
stuff like that. The whole community comes out for stuff like that, and that's the result of that.
Yeah.
Them coming together and showing support for their teammate with a prayer.
For sure. All right, we're back. We just took and turned down our sound while we were waiting there, but they do have him loaded onto the cart and got him mobilized and.
And the viewers might have had a better vantage point on who it was. We couldn't tell.
Right.
Couldn't tell who it was for a little while.
Right, but it was, his Joel Williams. Anyway, they got him mobilized, and I know he was in some pain, but he's in good hands, and they will get him taken care of. Again, we all hate to see things like that happen, and our hearts go out to he and his parents and their family. Again, he will be, they will get him taken care of, and hopefully we'll get a good report later on this evening. It's not as major as it looks like right now.
We don't like to speculate, but we know the trainers go out there. They're trained to say, you know what, we might as well take them in.
Right.
Better be better safe than sorry. So.
Right, and sometimes taking those precautions to make sure mobilize that, and then it's just, because they're not sure if it's something major, if it's
Right.
So it's better, like you said, better safe than sorry. And anyway, we our hearts go out to Joel and his family, and we hope for the best in the situation, that it isn't something major for him. Now again, I mentioned earlier the players were over, kneeled and prayed. Now the coaching staff and all of the Sudan team is over together, talking and praying. So anyway, it's again, it just shows the integrity and character of our student athletes, and they've learned that from, of course, from their families, but also they're being led by an excellent group of men as in our coaching staff, and we're fortunate to have the coaching staff and teachers and administration that we have at Sudan. Anyway, that's tough to go back on the field when you see one of your teammates being taken off, but you've got to block that and use that to help you to continue on, to continue on in the game.
He's always in your mind, but
right,
he's gonna be in your mind, but you still got a game to play, and it's a 42-0 game, but you still learning.
Right.
It's early in the season. These games, like I said, I don't like to usually say this, but these games really don't count towards your playoff success. I mean, you can lose all 5 non-district games and win all 5 district games.
Right.
So.
Right, and it's we talk about it each year. Your season's made up of 3 seasons.
Right.
So again, the Hornets, Trent hands off to Marcelo coming around the left side here towards the visitor side of the field. Nice gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Bring up about 3rd down and 5 for the Hornets. Again, with 4 minutes and change left in the 3rd quarter. Again, Trent will be in the shotgun. Got backs on each side of him in the backfield. False start by the Hornets.
Was he? I think he was drawn. What is that called now? Encroachment, I believe.
Encroachment, is it? Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, where they kind of fake trying to blitz. And
they draw them off sides.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, we used to call it just drawn off sides,
right.
But yeah.
they've professionalized it up, kind of. I think they call it encroachment or neutral zone infraction.
Right, something. So anyway, it was a penalty against them, and we'll take it. So it brings up 1st down for the Hornets. Again, takes the Trent hands off for a short gain, and I couldn't see who that was. It's hard to see.
It looked like number 64 came out of the the pile. I'm sure he wasn't back there.
Well, I think he handed off to Josh. So
there's a flag on the other side of the field
against the Hornets. It looks like it was going to be holding. So bring up 1st and 20 for the Hornets. Back at the 20-yard line.
And that's going to be the end of the third.
Okay, be the end of the third. We'll switch ends of the field here. And
that's in the third quarter with the score of Mustangs 22.
in 42-0 in favor of the Mustangs here in the end of the third quarter. Again, we'd like to appreciate our sponsors. Again, we got Sudan ISD, First United Bank of Sudan, Capital Farm Credit, 5-area telephone, Ride Solutions Inc., Sawyer Construction, King Ag Aviation, Bailey County Electric Co-op, Harper Farms, Tow Pros, K&K Pharmacy, Texas Producers Co-op, Prescription Shop in Littlefield, Lance Insurance, Sudan Medical Clinic, Swift Lube and Oil Change, Rise Spot, Twice the Ice and Hornet Chill, Jet Fire Barbecue, Montez Steel Buildings, United Country Real Estate, M. Edwards Realty and Land, and then Chad King Farms. Again, we appreciate them sponsoring these broadcasts, and we ask you to support them in their local businesses, and when you see those guys, tell them thank you for doing that for us. But whether it's we just appreciate all of them. Whether it's you go down to Rise and get you one of the teas, or they've been open since the spring, and go get you a good tea down there. But then Jetfire Barbecue, when he's got his trailer in town, you're missing out if you don't stop and get some of that good barbecue that he makes.
I don't think I've ever tried it.
Have you not?
No, I don't think I have.
I tell you what, I'll put him up against the Rahinos in Olton. Yes, sir, I will. That's good stuff. And he's
is he from the Sudan?
He's Muleshoe. He lives in Muleshoe, or from Muleshoe, but the kids go to school at Sudan, and they've come over and set up during the summer. I know they were set up there in town a couple of different times, and they're always at the Harvest Festival as well. So
well, I haven't. It was a Harvest Festival. There's just too many places.
You can't catch all of them, can you?
You can't.
Hey, I tell you what, Billy Montez and we're gonna run everybody for their money this time.
Oh,
we're gonna have a booth. Y'all come out and support that.
Oh, we will.
We're gonna have street tacos and Philly cheesesteaks. And who knows what else they'll end up coming off the disco and the griddle.
The menu.
Yeah, it may grow. It may grow. So
bring your request.
I better quit promoting this, or Sam's gonna make me pay to be on the sponsors, huh?
Billy and Joe Kai's. Oh, nice defense. Oh, the ball's out. I think Olton may have landed on it, but good defensive play by the whole swarm of defenders there. The Hornets.
Come on, dude!
Yeah, Billy doesn't know you're listening. He don't know how much pressure you're putting.
Yeah, I know. I'm picking on that Montez family tonight, aren't I? Look, he turned around then, didn't he? All right, hand off up the middle. He bounces out to the outside.
Oh, there's Cervera trying to drag him down. He's able to stretch in for the touchdown. Joshy and I think that was Chewett Kirby trying to make that tackle on the outside.
Touchdown.
That'll make it 48 to nothing with 10 minutes left in the ball game.
The extra point attempt is up, and it's good.
Boy, it just barely got inside the right side goalpost, didn't it?
It was way up there, too.
Yeah.
So we'll be going to Tahoka next weekend.
Yeah.
Or next Friday.
Yes, sir. Yeah, well, we've got a break here. I mentioned the cheerleaders want to go and the things that they do. Again, cheerleaders for this year is Blessy Montez, Melody Gonzalez.
Melody Gonzalez.
Melody Rodriguez. Sorry about that. Maybe you should read it. We got Addie Harrell, Brindley Magby, then Adette Herrera, Carly Gretkin, Emery Humphreys, Danny Mitchell, Brooklyn Swart is the mascot. So neat bunch of girls there. I know you've got to interact with them quite a bit since you've got one on the squad. You know, it's just you know, it's typical for me to announce them. I always announce the boys wrong. I called them, you know. So.
I think the past couple of years, Ruben was playing on the varsity. You kept calling my oldest son. Yeah.
Yeah, I called. Yeah, and yeah, he was still getting glory while he was off wherever he was at, you know, and yeah. So I got it corrected though. So anyway, we got a flag on the play here. So anyway, that's our cheerleaders, and they're a neat bunch of girls.
Yeah, they are. Yesterday during the JV game, they was just out there, and they had all this energy and
yep.
You know, taking pictures and selfies and doing a really great job. That's a good group. You can tell they're having fun out there.
Hey, Mustang fans, don't forget to return your rally rags to the baskets when you leave the stadium.
So the Hornets will take over 1st and 10 after the penalty. Start off in good field position. And we'll see who Coach Cornelius put out there. I saw Ryan Huddleston and Tony Vargas at receivers, and
right.
playing some guys, you know, give them some playing time.
Get them some playing time.
So Cervera and Wilson still in the backfield. He'll take the snap. He's going to keep it coming down the left side, and he'll get wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Made by number 52, Jacob Marquez, and number 12, Salvador Barragan.
2nd and 13, ball on the 30. Huddleston to the near side, and then Salvador on the far right. There's the snap, rolling to the left side, looking for Juarez. He's going to keep it. Oh, he's going to get tripped up. Was looking for Juarez. Juarez was covered. He took the ball in. He almost got away from that first tackler.
So we can bring up third and about 15, 16 it looks like. 3rd and 15. So.
So they got 2 receivers to the right. That's Flores and Huddleston. There's the snap. There's the pass, and the tight end running the slant. That was Truitt. Kirby, the intended receiver. I was looking at the receivers, and he just came out of nowhere from the tight end or the slot. I don't know if he was playing the slot tight end or.
Did you get some of that juice that they had, different flavors down there?
Well, when I got done, I was kind of hung up because the ambulances were there.
Right.
So I just stopped and got me a juice. Oh,
Nice kick.
Yeah, nice. Olton's going to take it about the 45. He'll cut in, and there's Tice Danzeisen. Nice open field tackle.
Right.
He gained, what, about 3 yards on that?
Right. Yeah, so Olton will start out at their own 40, looks like 49-yard line where they're going to mark it.
Mustangs will have the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Olton has their second string quarterback in there, number 7, Andrew Martinez. .8:29 left in the ball game. Sudan Hornets on defense, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Martinez, the quarterback. And
yeah, there's a false start there. Yeah, one of the offensive linemen leaned forward and put his other hand down. So we'll back them up 5.
There's a snap. Oh, recovered on that snap. It is tossed to Granillo down the left side, and he'll finally get brought down by Juarez.
We got a flag on the play.
Right about the 50-yard line, there's a flag.
We have a flag on the play.
Granillo. So that'll negate a long play. Nice run.
Yeah.
And he caught the corner. That's what we've been trying to do all evening, is just try to catch that corner.
Yeah, if you can get it, that seal block out here on this outside corner, and that's the thing. If we get that, we've got the speed to get out and get around, and we'll get that timing and get that it'll come.
So we 1st and long, way long. There's a snap, handoff to Granillo, down this time to the right side, and he'll get brought down by Big John Conley, number 75.
Right. And our end did a good job that time on the sweep of pushing that play going east and west, pushing it to the sideline and not letting him get to the corner, and just keep doing that. Keep pushing him out and allowing the pursuit to come in and make the tackle. So Littlefield did end up winning the.
Yes. I think it was 20-7, the final, the Littlefield game. There's a handoff. Granillo brought down about the 41. Drew Carr with the stop.
A nice job by the defense to wrap him up and get him brought down.
So we have some finals. Childress 16, Abernathy 14, that's a final. Levelland, Plainview 42, Levelland 3, that's a final.
All right, my Plainview Bulldogs.
Smyre 47, Crosbyton 26, that's a final.
That Abernathy Childress, they may meet again before it's all said and done. Come playoff time.
Florida 34, Rawls 6. That's a final. Farrell 27, New Deal 21. That's a final.
Ooh.
That's a close game there.
Yeah.
$28-7, Littlefield with the win against Millshoe. There's the punt, and we're going to just let that one go out of bounds. So Sudan will have about 6.5 minutes as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Matthew came in rushed and got close to a block on that on the punt there. He put the pressure on to alter that kick a little bit. But Matthew Lopez.
Timeout Sudan. Well, of course, is it every 3 years where they realign the district?
2.
Every 2 years. So Sudan is in a new district. The only team that we've really seen in district is Bovina. Other than Bovina, we're going to have a bunch of new.
Who is that this year? Who all?
Other than Bovina, we'll have Crosbyton, who we played a lot in pre-district beforehand. They'll be in our district now. Health Center. This will be a district game. Lockney will be a district game. Rawls, they've been doing pretty well the past couple of seasons. That'll be a district game.
Right.
So
it's been a few years since we played. We used to play Rawls every year, first or second game of the season.
Yeah.
And so, Crosbyton, they're actually 1A, but choose to play 11-man football.
Oh, really? So I noticed that we're shifting. We all of our games used to be kind of west, and now we're kind of shifting towards a different direction.
Right.
Some of those teams that we normally used to play are not in our district anymore.
So we won't get to eat at Leo's as often before ball games, just when we go to Bovina, right?
Yeah, that's it. And Wilson, there's a
got
flag
a flag.
on the play.
Came in late there.
Gained a couple of yards on that carry. And he gets up limping a little bit. And that's what you were talking about earlier. We don't really want him running the bomb that often.
Right. Sure don't want to get him banged up.
He's got the speed and the moves, but we kind of need him back there, running that offense.
Yeah, he and I can't remember how many of the receivers, they went to a camp this summer in Abilene. Well, no, it was in Lubbock, but the guy's based out of Abilene. And, they got to work a lot on that, on the running the routes and stuff. So I think you'll see it pay off as we get the season going.
Marcelo with the handoff down the left side, he'll get it to about the 38-yard line. Nice run. Right at the 6-minute mark. I imagine we're probably the only game still going.
Yeah. Well, there may have been some that started at 7:30. I don't know, but Wilson. I think most everybody's tried to start. It's gotten to where they start them at 7.
And Wilson, the keeper, nowhere to go. Mustangs in the backfield. That'll bring the ball back to
make it about 3rd and 9 for the Hornets. And this system's really, I think, is going to work good for the Hornets with the armbands and the.
Yeah, I think so too. Awful snap, just fall on it. Yeah, it took a couple of hits after he was on the ground. They didn't really throw the flag on that one. Man. Well, I mean, when you incorporate a system like that, I mean, it once you get that system down,
right?
And now, I mean, they're having to check their armbands and stuff. But as the season goes on, they'll just see that number and it'll just be ingrained.
Right. Only got 7 seconds left, 6 seconds left on the play clock. We're going to have to hurry to get this one off.
And
just barely.
Yeah, just barely got. There's a little screen pass caught by Juarez. That's what we've been waiting for. He'll hit the sidelines. Gain about 5 yards on that completion. He was way back behind the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure if that was by design or not, but he was kind of way back there.
Right. It's going to bring up 4th down. Or no, that was 4th down.
Was it the turnover on downs?
Yeah, go turnover on downs. That's right.
So 1st and 10, ball at about the 46, 47. There's the handoff. That's Garcia. He's going to break through into the secondary. He'll be brought down probably about a gain of 12, first down for the Mustangs.
And got another flag on the play.
Well, that might be if it'd be 1st and long.
Yeah, it's against the Mustangs.
It's holding on the Mustangs.
There's 67. I was going to see who that is. We don't have a 67 on the roster. Maybe a guy that just came up here recently. They're going to give Jaden Conley probably the rest of the afternoon off. Or the evening. Martinez hands it off to Garcia. Hit at the line of scrimmage and brought down maybe a couple of yards gain on that rush up the middle.
Back up to about the 40-yard line.
Stop was made by that number 67. Yeah. No.
Mystery man.
Who is it? Oh, it's Allen? Oh, they swapped jerseys? Okay.
What's that now?
It's Allen Flores. They said they swapped a jersey. Oh, his tear or something? Or?
May have got blood on it and had to switch it, yeah.
Okay, so that was Allen Flores with the tackle. Here's a handoff, Garcia. He breaks through into the secondary. And he'll get inside, gain that yardage back from the penalty. That'll be 3rd down and about 7. Julian Salas into the ball game for Tice Dan Zeisen.
You know, you look at Tice and you look at Conley, they're both gassed.
Yeah,
you
they
know,
are.
I mean,
they've been playing a lot.
They've been on the field pretty much all night. And
bobble snap, picks it up, he bobbles it, drops it again. This time he'll just land on it. So that'll bring up a long 4th down. That was that Baldo Garcia.
So bring up 4th and about 14, 13 on for the Mustangs. We've got 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes now left in the ball game.
Is that delay game? No, it's a false start.
Back them up a little bit.
Let's see. Okay, if you're looking for something to do tomorrow, if there's a punt, Marcelo Keene breaks the tackle, gets around 3 Mustangs still on his feet, and he'll finally be brought down about the 35-yard line. Sudan will have just under a minute and a half with the ball.
Right.
Tomorrow we've got a cross-country meet at LCU.
Right.
High school boys and girls and junior high boys and girls.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be a full morning.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I'm not sure. I know Kylie's helping to take the team over there, and I can't remember what time they're leaving, but they've got to leave early. And you know, I think the first race starts, I think like at 8:30, and the last one, you know, the last division starts at 10:30 or 11. So it's full morning of cross country.
Yeah. You got looking for something to do in the morning.
Now, is Mello running cross country?
No, she's not.
Okay.
I think my wife just answered for me.
Yes.
There's Wilson on the keeper down the right side trying to find that corner, and he'll stiff arm his way out of bounds. Gain of about 4 or 5. We'll see what we just under a minute as this ball game ticks down to the zeros. A handoff to Cervera up the middle. Gain of about another 4.
We're going to make it 3rd and 3.
Coach Korn trying to rush the play and trying to get one more in before the time runs out. Just at 30 seconds. And there's a fake screen pass. Wilson keeps the ball, passes the first down marker up to about the 33 or 47 yard line. 14 seconds. And I think the coach has called in the play. 2 seconds. 1. And no snap. So that'll be the ball game, folks. Final score, Olton 49, Sudan 0. Season opener for your Sudan Hornets. Great support from the crowd.
Right.
Everybody stuck around to the end of the ball game.
Yeah.
And
you know, you look at the score, and you know it. 49 to nothing. That's tough to accept. Guys. We don't like that, but there's some positive things that come out of the game. There's definitely things that you can look at that you can improve on before next Friday.
Yeah, and
little tweaks.
Yeah,
and,
that's what I'm
that'll
saying.
improve.
It's not big things. It's just small things.
Right. So, we'll Pima, you got some stats you want to go over right quick?
I had Trent with he was 4 of 17 for 24 yards passing. He was pretty much running all night, I guess.
Yeah.
But he ran the ball. Actually, he ran the ball 13 times for 33 yards. And Josh had 6 carries for 37 yards. Marcelo had 8 carries, for 21 yards. I'm not going to lie, defensively I didn't keep up the second half stats. But I believe Jaden Conley had 5 tackles before I stopped. That was the first half stats.
Right.
And then, of course, for Olton, big night for Lassiter. He was 14 for 21 for 306 yards in those 3 touchdowns. 133 yards to Jake Solis, 94 yards to Olivas. And then rushing, they had several guys. Garcia had 55. Chancey had 37. And Granillo had 28. All 3 touchdowns were for Christian Chancey, though. Short yardage. He had 3 1-yard touchdowns.
Right.
So, and that's about it.
All righty.
Well, Joe Kai, not bad.
Made it through our first one,
Our
right?
first one, yeah. Bear with us. We'll get better at it. I promise you.
All right. All right. We'll finish up the school song here.
One more thing, thoughts and prayers to Joel.
Yes, yeah, and to his family. We, and hopefully that is not as major as it looked like it was. Here we were just being cautious.
That's what I said. Hopefully it was just precautionary. All that.
Right.
We so.
All right. Again, we appreciate you listening and watching tonight. Again, next week we'll be in Tahoka and taking on the Tahoka Bulldogs. Again, your Sudan Hornets. Fall and defeat 49 to nothing tonight, and again, I think you'll see a different group next week.
I think so too.
You'll see a lot of things improved, and they'll work on those things this week, and be a different team.
Yeah, like I said, well, I didn't see anything glaring. Like I said, it was just something that just probably first game and trying to get the Kings work down, like small tweaks, like you said.
Right,
earlier.
right. So, again, we thank you for listening, and thank you for our sponsors, and appreciate all your support. We'll see you next week in Tahoka, Texas.
See y'all. Have a good evening. Be careful.